Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, the home of Leicester City talk on YouTube. Fan debates, live watch-alongs, post-match reactions, and all the Foxes banter you could ask for. Subscribe now and see the game through Blue Tinted Glasses.
Jones just into race clear. He's got Jamie Vardy with him. Jamie Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! Pull back here for Darwin. Oh, he scored! An absolute belter! That is trademark Abdul Fatahwood.
This one into the box. Nugent over the top. Oh, what a goal! David Nugent's just scored a beauty. He's made Forest look like fools.
Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Good evening and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is a Tuesday night. It's normally Tuesday night tactics time, but we have a watch-along instead. Match day live, and it's Southampton versus Leicester. So, I think I'm looking forward to this one. I'm sure a lot of other people are looking forward to this one, especially after seeing one of the names in the lineup. But we'll talk about that in just a second. And Neil, what's going on, mate? How are you?
Yeah, all good. Looking forward to a good one. We've had some very memorable games against this lot over the years. Let's hope for another.
We love to win. We love to win against Southampton. So yeah, let's see what happens tonight. Before we get into it, let me just see who's here in the chat. Roy, hello to you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. Not confident about this prediction, but I'm going for a 2-2. Worried about an on-form Adam Armstrong causing us lots of trouble. You stop Southampton wingers. You stop Southampton, says Scum Army. A Luco masterclass incoming. Ricardian says, here we go again. Hoping Aluko has a good debut. Can't be worse than Thomas. SSV, good evening to you, mate. AC as well, talking about Aluko. Let's go Blue Titty Glasses, says Wolf. Daz in the chat. Frankie in the chat as well. Right, Anil, we're going to talk a little bit about Southampton, but before we do, let's just quickly talk about this. So, Chowdhury in for Ricardo, who's obviously being rested. Aluko in for the suspended Thomas, and then unchanged. Are you happy with the lineup, considering Ricardo's tired and Thomas is suspended?
I'll be honest, I wanted to see Bobby de Cordova read the header skip there and Jordan James put in the 8 position. So let's see. Skip made one nice pass, but I think if you look at the rest of his game, I wasn't too impressed. I think the air shot summed him up, but let's see. I will say I think it'll be a very different game to the games that we've had previous this season, maybe more similar to the Birmingham game. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, delighted for Badi Aluko. I think we're all rooting for him. He looked so good in pre-season. What I will say, as always, with the young players when they get given their chance, Lewis Page, Jerry Monga, Jake Evans, you got to get behind them, man. I know that we have a long go at Thomas, but to be honest, people only really started having a go at Luke Thomas, I would say, after about a year or two. Right, when people are breaking through as a team, there's not really expectations. So even if he has an absolute shocker, we'll still be behind him. So come on, Buddy, show us what you're all about.
Look who's here. Neil's here. Neil, mate, what's going on? How are you?
All good. Looking forward to. Well, I'll say I kind of looking forward to this one. It's not been the best football, has it? But look, we've got something to be excited about at least because, again, as Neil mentioned, Luco's a good sign. Even though it's kind of. There wasn't really too much of a choice in their case, but yeah, looking forward to the game. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people are quietly optimistic, but also there are people who are a little bit concerned. Right. So before we get into it all, then, and I think you've got some stuff to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk a little bit about Southampton. That's why we've started a little bit early than usual today. So yes, let's bring this. Oh, it says good morning, Foxes. It's not good morning, is it? Hopefully tomorrow's a good morning.
Yeah.
There we go.
Lovely. Well, yeah, it would normally be Tuesday night tactics. I thought I'd give you some tactical analysis, but I thought I'd do it on Southampton, actually. Leicester, not too much has changed, but at Southampton, there has obviously been some changes. So we're going to go through the story of their season, what we can pick up to today. Interesting to talk about their wingers there from some of the commenters. So let me take you behind the scenes at Blue Tinted Glasses. This was from last week. And as you can see from Lox's face there, it looks like I'm absolutely pissed in his cornflakes. And do you want to know why? It's because I had the audacity to say this. I said, Locks, I think Marty is underperforming. And that is someone who's backing his manager. Look at that look. I had to walk home that night, let me tell you guys. So why do I think this? So here's a look at the table. As a table as it stands, you can see Leicester in the mighty 10th position, but 2 wins and a draw, so recent form is pretty good. You can see that tonight's opponents are Southampton, and you can see how close the division is, that Southampton are just 3 points behind us, but look at us, we're actually only 3 points away from 3rd position, so it's a very compressed table. That's what you've got to love about the Championship. But where my concern is that's the actual table. But what if we look at the expected table based on how teams are actually performing? And you see Coventry at the top. So they are expected to be top. They are top. Birmingham is issue. Look at Southampton. Southampton, actually, despite the fact that they've struggled all season, their underlying data is pretty good, which suggests that a turn in form was always likely. And the thing is that Leicester, unfortunately, we've been like this all season, is that our underlying data says that we're a pretty average team that's basically getting away with moments of quality. Right. So, well, it doesn't matter. The form could change, but that is where my concern lies. Just purely taking out the eye test is what I'm seeing it. But I did say we'd talk about Southampton, so let's get onto it. So in the summer, they appointed Will Still, and I think I'm not the only one, but I was quite jealous of this appointment, to be honest with you. The real life football manager, he destroyed Steve Cooper in a pre-season game with Lons, with Mendy looking like freaking Rodri. So very excited to see what he could do, and they'd acted quickly. So let me take a look through their season. So here's their first game of the season against Wrexham. Wrexham should have gone down to 10 men, but didn't. Here you can see that Will Still started with like a 3-4-2-1. So kind of very sort of like Glasner stroke Amorim style. And you can see, look at their underlying data. 4 goals expected, right? They only won 2-1, including a winner in the 96th minute. But he seems like he'd be onto something, right? Although I think Wrexham did wise up as the season would go on. But the story of Southampton season is that they were kind of a bit confused as to how to get the best out of their players. So that was a good starting win. But you can see then of their first 5 games, they beat Norwich, but that was in the cup. But looking at the rest of their games, they drew with Ipswich, then they lost at home to Stoke, and they drew with Watford, and still was really struggling with his team. So here was his match against Watford. This one finished 2-2. You can see that they still had pretty good underlying data, 1.81, but they gave 2 goals away. You can also see the sort of way that they were lining up here. You can see that they're quite aggressively pushing forward. Keep an eye on number 3. That's Ryan Manning, who isn't necessarily a winger. Their winger moves inside, but he is, we were used to him in the last time in the Championship. See, they're pushing forward, but still just wasn't very happy. So you might have seen this in the press, but he basically said, look, we haven't got this team to play what I really want to play, which is this. So then he changed it back to having shooting the other way now, a 4-2-3-1 classic, right? But here's the game against Hull. And in this game, this is one of the times where they got kind of dominated, right? So they actually can look at the underlying data now has gone against them. You can see this is almost a bit like what we tried early in the season, just 2 men back. Look how high they're pushing the fullbacks, really trying to attack the game. But maybe not surprisingly, Bazunu, we know he's not particularly good in goal. Their right back didn't have the best game. So he changed it. Now he went then, he tried to stick with it, stayed with the 4-2-3-1 again. And I think this is maybe where Will still got a bit unlucky. So this was probably his best game for Southampton. They beat Sheffield United, but at this point, Chris Wilder had come in, right? The underlying data was good. They restricted Sheffield United. But in this game, Ross Stewart scored 2 goals, and he's the player that they spent a lot of money on. But immediately after this game, he'd been out for like a year and he got injured again. And he's going to be out, I think, for another 6 months. And I think that was probably the death knell for Will Still. So then you see their form after that game. A horrendous form there. 2 draws, 3 losses in a row. Will Still got sacked. So that was the end of it. But then they decided to give the job. They haven't actually appointed a full-time manager yet. They've appointed this guy in the interim, which is their under-21 coach, Tonda Eckert. And you can see that since he's come in, he's done a great job. 3 wins in a row, including 5-1 winners against Charlton. That's a game we also won, but we struggled, right? But if you have a look at this is against Charlton. Look at this underlying data, 4.63 expected goals. Marty has never done that with Leicester, just saying, right? 8 big chances, 23 shots they had. You can see their sort of system. And what you'll see is that basically, it's funny how with Will Still, he couldn't decide between having 3 at the back or 4 at the back. So what did Tonda Eckert do? Well, first you can see that when they attack, just how much attacking intent they've got. So we need to watch out for this. Look how many people are crushing the box here. But here's actually what he did. He did something pretty similar to what Marty's trying to do. So in possession, they're playing 3, and then out of possession, they're playing 4. So I'm not really sure why Will still didn't think of this, but here we go. So this is their system. But what I want to show you here is a goal that they scored recently against Charlton. And this was really, really slick. So they're passing the ball out from the back. They're going for the classic bounce pass here. Bounce pass them back into the right back position. Look how wide they are. Comes out here. Goes for a quick vertical pass. I might even recognize this kind of thing, but the difference is that it works. Finds Adam Armstrong, who someone mentioned before. Good shout there. He's playing as the false 9 position. He's run forward, and you can probably tell what's going to happen already, if before I show you the rest of the move. But Adam Armstrong then turns, plays a lovely ball. That's their trigger for them to attack. That puts, I think, Tom Fellows here is actually under 18. So the rest of the team, I think that might be Leo Shisenza, saying his name wrong, went in and they scored the goal. So that was a lovely move that they scored. Smooth Saints that I've called them there. So, as you can see, Southampton, he's turned it around. They're pretty good in possession. They are making a lot of... I think what the thing is they have been playing good stuff, but they couldn't really turn that dominance into end product. And now it seems that they are getting there. Now, I don't know if it's going to turn or not. I think this is a big test for them because it's like a proper big boy team they've got to play. But what I was going to say, and I think, Locks, you might have called this out already. Let me mute this. But of course, we played Southampton before when they were also pretty dominant in possession. And the way that we solved it, really, going back to Enzo Ball, is that basically we counter-attacked them. And you might remember some of the players in this team. They're still in our team now. Thought I'd give you some good omens before we get into this game. This was Fatau's hat-trick. You might remember this one.
Yeah.
Some nice play here. And we just move it on to some of the rest of the goals. But yeah, what we did in this game is we actually gave Southampton more of the ball. And that might be how Marty goes today. Attack them, hit them on the break, and beat them 5-0, didn't we? So let's see how we see it. But yeah, there you go. So Southampton, I think they're a good team. The underlying data says they are. I think some of their players that they signed in the summer didn't do too well, but the new manager's getting a tune out of them. But this will be an interesting game. The way that they play is that they have 3 in possession, and they'll really push Ryan Manning up as a kind of Leif Davis style winger, but he's actually a left back. So actually, Fatau versus Manning, that's probably going to be the interesting, conversation today. And as we saw in this game, the last time they tried something like that, they got thrashed. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, Wolf says here, I'm still going to go full BTG, Leicester 5-2 Southampton. By the way, can I just say, little side note here, Stoke, third place Stoke, who we beat on the weekend, they are 2-0 up inside 6 minutes against Charlton. 6 minutes in, 2-0 up. So 2-0 up. So Stoke. So yeah. Right. Let me just press a few buttons here.
Charlton, I meant, are falling apart. They were very solid early in the season, weren't they? Now they're.
Yes, they were. They were indeed. Okay, so let me bring the lineup back up. Neil, let me ask you this, mate. So me and Neil were just speaking. What are your thoughts on Oliver Skipp claiming his spot again in the team? Because I think it wasn't his worst game on the weekend, that's for sure. I think he was decent for his standards, but obviously the talking point, I think, is the fact that it means JJ continues in the 10, which most of us have said for a long time. Why? He's much better deeper. How do you feel about that being the same midfield?
It just depends on what are the quality of team, who else can play in that position. Because then you probably move JJ in there. Then what? You've got Deagle over Reed, which should be good enough for this level, isn't. Yeah. Then who have you got again? Are you for some reason? I don't know what's happened, but he's been playing pretty regularly, even if it's a bit pot. I don't think he played any minutes against in the last game, so I don't know. Again, I'm not reading too much into it, but that's another thing.
Best thing Marty's done all season.
Yeah, but he could potentially be a player that could play in the 10, but I don't trust him. So it's like we don't really have a player that could really play there. I think potentially Mavididi, but I think that's all going wrong. I don't think that with his scoring, I think just keep him in the save. So yeah, overall, I don't have a good solution, even though I don't agree with the problem. Obviously, it will be Ramsey if Ramsey's fit, but that's obviously that ship has sailed with him being injured.
Yeah. There's a comment here that I wanted to bring up from Buzzer. He says, I'm not upset with no Ayew, also no Carranza for a while either. I think we are 100% getting a new striker in January. There was another comment here as well, which says, do you think, I'll ask this to you, Neil, do you think Leicester's midfield is strong enough to control the tempo at St. Mary's? I mean, we have struggled to control tempo, I think, in games. So how do you expect that to go against Southampton?
Not with JJ in the 10. But like I say, I don't think we necessarily, hopefully my mic's better, by the way. But I don't think we necessarily have to. I think if we play on the break, like I say, then maybe we don't need to control the tempo so much. I think the worst thing we can do is try and actually dominate the game, as bizarre as that sounds. But I don't think that'll necessarily suit our players. Like I say, if we just sit and soak and play with, because I mean, you got to say that I don't think we were very good at all on the weekend, but seeing both Mavididi and Daka score is amazing, because if that front three, I've said it all before, they are fast, and in the championship, they should be able to. Every team should be scared of that front three. Yes, even Pats and Daka in the championship should be scared of them. So I think we've got a good chance because of that. So I don't think we'll control the tempo, but I don't think we need to.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a comment here which I wanted to bring up. Do you lot subscribe to the notion that this team is on par with our last champ side? I don't, but some people do. I haven't seen many people say it's on par. I've seen some people say it's not too far off. But Neil, for me, I mean, you lose, Vardy, Dewsbury Hall, Ndidi, Hermanson, a couple of the lone players, even the depth, right? All Brighton as your depth, right? And you've got Cassidy, I know he wasn't amazing, but still, it's another depth player. They're at gun, Dennis Pratt, Kelechi and Ancha, right? This is nowhere near the level it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and our depth is our under 21s this season, so that shows you, in my opinion, that's how you got to look at it. I think that they're not as good quality, but also when we came up, there was a understanding that we're going to try and moneyball this. We're going to try and throw money at it and then get up and then figure this out. This year, they can't do it. And I think even Top's comments has said, look, we're going to be in this for a while now. We're back where we were when we first took over the club. I think there's a realism of obviously the points deduction and with bringing in other people. So in terms of Fatawa's maybe moved on, but is in like come up another level. Vestergaard's worse than he was in the championship when we last came up. Fass is worse than the championship. I think Begovic, but our goalkeepers is not as good as Hermansen as well. So even though the players, Winks is not the same Winks that he was last season, 2 seasons ago, where he was about 90+% pass completion consistently. The manager, not as good. And the formation was built around the team. This, we look like we're kind of stripping and stalling, where 2 years ago we had a very solid idea of this is what we are, this is what we played, even though I know O'Neill just literally showed a version of where we're playing on the counter-attack, which, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what they do. But yeah, this team, I don't think it's fair to even try and compare these two teams because there's so many nuances. But on paper, if you look at the lineups, they look similar.
Score predictions in the chat, everybody. And Neil, I'm going to come to you first, mate. What are you going with for this one?
Yeah, I think it'll be 2-2. I think that would be a result.
You were going to say that.
Yeah, because I think for both teams, they've both started badly, but they've on a recent trend of form. So I think like a draw means that both teams are unbeaten. We'll see though. It could go any way, to be honest with you. And I think it'll depend on what style we've got. I mean, I will say if they try and come on to us, I could see a big win for us. I think if we try and go on to them, it could be a big win for them. So I'm going to go for a competitive 2-2.
Lucas, score prediction, mate. I'm throwing you in the deep end here. Lucas starting, by the way, if you haven't already seen.
I've seen that.
Score prediction, mate. Go on, give us one.
Quickly, 2-0 Leicester. I just woke up, went to the toilet, I was sitting down, and I saw Chowder in the team sheet, and I thought, for fuck's sakes, he's going to bitch out from Aluko. And then I saw, no, he's put him on. He's put him on. He put him on for Ricardo. Oh, so yeah, interesting.
Yeah, man. Neil, score prediction. What are you going with?
Oh, do you know what? I was just thinking it because mine was 2-2, and then Neil's taken it, and now it's gone to, I don't know, 1-1. It won't be 1-1, but
they've got Chowdhury at left back on that picture. That's something I was going to mention. Could be something that.
Ooh, yeah, because Aluko is more of a right back than a left back. Interesting.
I actually think that is a smarter way to go for your first game. But I will say that their danger is Tom Fellows on the right hand side. So that's maybe why they didn't want Aluko going 1-on-1 with him. We'll see.
I think I'd rather Aluko 1-on-1 with him than Hamza. Right, my score prediction is
Vestergaard as well, with the pace behind that. So if somebody gets in behind Chowdhury, and then you've got Vestergaard kind of moving like a cruise ship.
But if he tells Hamza not to go forward so much and just like be like accept the, because like I say, they're going to attack down the other side of Manning, so it could be like a lopsided game where both teams only really attack down one flank. Anyway, let's see it. Maybe the graphic is wrong, but just caught that.
Azza's going for 4-0 Saints. Lovely. I'm going with a 3-1 Leicester win today. I was thinking 2, but I'm going to go 3. Fuck it, why not? Also, just to let everyone know, there is no match ratings tonight. It's a Tuesday night. It's cold, and I'm tired, and everybody's tired, and Luke looks like he's tired. I was playing a game with Luke like 5 hours ago, and he's been to sleep, and he's back up for the game. So that tells you all you need to know. What is it? 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? No,
4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m. So there you go.
Fucking hell, man.
True.
I couldn't even be asked to get up for the Leicester games when remember we won the league and we had the ICC. I couldn't even be asked to get up for them games.
So Aluko is left back. Aluko is left back.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. We have kicked off.
Got that wrong.
Bit more
As
violent,
always,
tiny bit.
yeah, no, that's all good, man. Yeah, as always, the clock's at the top of the screen. No spoiling in the chat. If you spoil anything, you're blocked. Simple as that. So let's all enjoy it together. Anyway, here we go.
First thing we did from kickoff was just knock it straight out of play and give the ball to Southampton. Love to see it.
Yeah, somebody did ask, what are your thoughts, guys, on... Somebody said that they're disappointed to see Monga on the... Oh, come on. What are you going to do?
Well, you got to start Mavadidi after his last game, surely. Yeah. That was his best performance all season.
You're not benching for Taru, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, I suppose that's why we talk about maybe, would you experiment... Oh, Winks, man.
Poor.
You've got to say...
Would you experiment with the 10, Anil? Do you know what I mean? You could argue that.
Yeah. I was going to say Page back in as a 10, but you've got to say that, on paper, Southampton and Ipswich were the toughest games coming into this season, right? So,
yeah,
let's see how it goes. But I'd say that's a good start, despite that kicking the ball out of play immediately. So far, we've actually dominated the game at St Mary's.
Somebody's asked if we've scored 2 already.
But here it looks like Aluko is on the left.
Yeah, as I was saying, is right. The graphic was wrong. Or could be a Fellows here. Aluko 1-on-1.
No,
Good block.
I'll do his confidence.
Get confident early.
Yep.
Yeah. And offside Southampton.
I think if you're Aluko, just keep it simple. Don't try too much in the first bit. Just try and keep it simple. Because as Neil mentioned, if you're trying to do too much too early, he does look like what's his face? Elise, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. I was going to say, I spoke with somebody today who told me that Aluko apparently only started playing football at 14 years old.
Wow.
He only started playing football at 14 years old because he was at private school. And I think it's like the private school that, the club, a lot of the players go to. And he was, he just used to join in and he got into it there. But yeah, 14 apparently.
Man, that's impressive. Oh, Hamza, early producer there. Wow, we're being very aggressive in the tackle right now. Bozo.
He looks
drip
freezing.
Check. What jacket is that? What brand is that?
Eskimo.
What? Is that actually a brand?
No.
That is that is a brand, but that's not it. I think it's the ones that provide the beer, isn't it, or something? That's what the logo is. Maybe that's just the advertising sponsor.
Are we hopeful of playoffs? It depends who you ask, mate. It depends who you ask. I am.
Aren't we like the same off playoffs as relegation? Like that's the championship at the moment.
Well, even not now. We will be when we get a deduction. At the minute, we're only 1 point off, right? The playoffs. So, has Luke had a haircut? No, he just had it slicked back earlier on Saturday. And he's just got
Mm.
it
We're
hanging low.
not good enough for him midweek to have the same haircut.
No, but haircut. Everyone's disappointed with the haircut. Eh? I thought everyone was hating the hair before.
They look great. That's why. It's an interesting
well,
game. Then you can see already there's a big change with them compared to the Russell Martin era. Like it looks like they're almost willing to try and hit us on like almost quite a German game, I'd say. Transition versus transition.
Who's going to come out on top in transition versus transition?
Yeah. This is a good start
Lucas in
from us. I'm
space.
impressed.
Should have
Corner
passed
is
it to your
that?
boy Aluko.
Yeah.
Because when it was possession versus possession, we came out on top twice, right? So let's see what happens here.
Well, we didn't play the time that we
we transitioned them. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Excuse me.
Is James limping? I can't tell. No. Look like a little bit of a limp.
Locks his heart's going to break.
Yeah.
All right. Early corner Leicester. Come on, lads.
I go
Come
limp
on,
when he's not on the pitch. Ooh. What are you going to do, Abdul? Oh,
Wow, that was one of the biggest bozo moments of Abdul's career.
Followed by one of the typical
Hamza
childish tackle.
books early doors.
No, Aluko yellow.
Was it?
Aluko yellow.
Oh, wow. That's
It was a
not
kind of a
bad.
good tactical foul, though. I'm okay with that.
Wow.
Yeah,
he
but
that's
just
not-
went
that's
down
not what
booked
you
in
want.
5 minutes.
No.
Yeah, that's not
Up
what you
against the
want 5
dangerous
minutes
winger.
into your debut. Damn. Is there anything else he could have done here? He got back very quickly. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he could have not done that, to be fair.
I mean, it's Abdul's mistake, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could argue that is a good tactical foul, but yeah, when you're making your debut that early on, now you got to watch yourself.
But he's a unit, though, isn't he?
And I don't think it's a tactical foul. I just think he's got in the way.
Bozo.
He's trying to get back.
I think he's been their best player so supposedly this season, that Leo Cisenza.
Cienza, yeah, he's good. And they're playing well, though, Southampton here in the opening stages. Slightly worrying.
I think the
that,
biggest difference is they're just
that.
so much faster than they were under Russell Martin, right? That's what they're trying to be explosive.
They were so tedious.
Yeah,
And also,
exactly.
I think when was it? About this time 2 years ago, when they were, and I remember how much the crowd were booing of like 10 minutes in or something, and they were like, "What are you doing? This is suicide football."
Funny enough, though, after they sacked Will Still, a lot of their fans were saying they wouldn't mind Russell Martin coming back. But I've got a feeling that's not going to happen. I think this assistant is going to get it till the end of the season at minimum.
We've had some
Yeah, I know
dodgy
you mean
refs
about
this
refs.
season.
Yeah,
But that was a yellow, though. That was a yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If he's talking about that, that was definitely a yellow. Luke, somebody asked if you're Matty out still.
Why asking me?
they've asked you. That's asked you, Luke.
Don't be a pussy. God, don't be
Will
a pussy.
Still is on the market, mate. He's your lover boy.
Will
I
Still,
just
yeah.
woke up, man. You guys have been nasty. I'm not Marty out now, but even if we were to get promoted, I wouldn't want him to be a manager next season.
If we go 1-0
And if-
down, you might out.
Yes, there's a strong possibility, yes.
Yeah, Luco's. I mean, that's a couple blocks now. The Brigham
I think
says
he's-
that
yeah,
Luco's an athlete.
Well, that's why I think it's such a shame that he hasn't been put in the team right away. Like that was the thing that really impressed me in pre-season, was just seeing how mobile he was, getting up and down. Like it allows you to play a completely different way without having slow people in your team.
Luke's being called out in the chat. Last time I watched you, said get him out the donkey. That's why. Yeah, Luco's fast. Luco's very fast. Very, very fast. Corner for Southampton.
No, Daka, good defending.
Yeah, Abdul's been a bit of a car crash the last few games, though.
Did provide the assist though for Dakar.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, he has been a bit of a bozo the last few games, but it's fair to say that even under Enzo, like if one winger had a good game, rarely it was both wingers were on fire. It was usually either Fatau or Mavididi tore it up.
No, we're not watching the Barca Chelsea game. Doc's probably watching the Chelsea game. That's why he's not here.
Where was Doc? He's ducked out.
Uh-oh. I hate those balls in behind fast, man. Like that.
Yeah, I mean you'd be trying it if you were opposition, wouldn't you?
Winks is getting stuck in here, man.
He is. He's had a good game so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed by Southampton, mainly because of
sexy.
the
Breaks on.
Lovely.
Oh, sexy. Oh,
Nice, great touch. That was brilliant.
Great
Go on,
touch.
Daka. Oh, where's the support?
Go on!
Oh, Mavididi, you're a bit of a pig there.
Hit it! There you go. There you go, Imran. Imran was moaning in the week that fucking Winks doesn't have enough shots. That's what you get, Imran.
He's a 6.
As if it's left foot as well. It wasn't that bad considering.
Apparently, Harvey Barnes has just scored again for Newcastle in the Champions League.
Man, how depressing is it seeing Harvey Barnes and Dewsbury Hall slap these top teams, and they both came through our academy? That's rotten club, man.
What's wild is House can turn him into a right wing. He's a right wing. Sorry, Neil. Harvey Barnes scored a brace against Man City. He's been playing as a right wing, you know.
Yeah.
What's up?
You guys?
Go! Oh my God, Aluko!
Handball!
Oh, I thought it's got that was mental in the area there. Southampton were.
Sorry, Neil. What were you about to say?
Best start since Marcel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Wow.
Kimball. Oh,
And he has another go, man.
Yeah, he's everywhere today.
Well, that's what happens
Some
when you've got
people-
athletes, no? They're everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say some people have that ability as well. No matter what, the ball like. Do you know that Okazaki was like that as well? Whereas he wasn't necessarily the best player, but for whatever reason, when he was in the game, it just always revolved around him.
Neil, what were you going to say about Harvey Barnes?
It was more like looking back at it, that team should have never got relegated in a million years. You look at the players that are performing now, and even like you Dewsbury Halls, I know he wasn't obviously the player he is now. Harvey Barnes, you look at it, and at the time we could see we were going down, but
Is the ref a fucking bozo or what? That was on the line and he asked him to fucking move it.
Bro, I hope Aluko chins this guy, eh?
He gets sent off though.
Yeah, maybe not.
He has scored a few headers in the youth career, to be fair, at Luca. Near post.
That might have come off the upright, you know. That was
Aluko already doing more than what VK and Thomas have done all season.
I'm just really impressed with his footwork. You know, like it's when you see him VK sometimes, or Thomas just looks lost. Half the times, I don't think he knows that he's a football player, and he's just kind of like being taken onto the pitch as like the mascot that they've left on. He just looks completely lost. Bless him.
Yeah, I think we are playing well. I think it's quite a good game so far, to be honest.
If only, what's it called? If only he wasn't on a yellow, Luco. It'd be a near perfect start for him so far.
Yeah.
Trent, and also thanks for ruining our Champions League chances at this.
Go on, Yannick.
Here it is, Luco.
Yes, he's got cut back in there. That's the only unfortunate thing of him on the left-hand side.
Needs more support. Yeah, nice. Where's the foul?
It's all right. It's all right. Play on. Yeah, let's skip.
Oh. Did you see the speed?
Nice.
Go on. Luco.
My only fear is though, that we might be playing into their trap in that we're having so much possession, but we look good. I think this is the best we've looked in quite a while.
the speed that Luca got up after being fouled to try and win that ball back was so fast, man. I'm very, very excited to see what this player can do.
As Locke said, he's an athlete.
He's
only going to get. He's not
Long
nowhere
legs.
near his peak yet either. Yeah.
He's got those Wilf long legs. You know what I mean? His positioning looks decent though. Like as soon as that ball's lost, his movement straight away.
Good awareness.
Look at him here. Look at
Yeah.
Go on. What are you gonna do with there, boy? What are you gonna do? Beating easily there. Yes.
Yeah, but look, he's got back into it. No, I think he's done all right there. Oh, that was
Nice.
actually good from Skip.
Oh, he won it as well.
Yeah.
Nice, Skip. That was crafty. I'll give him that.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Like, they say it's not good to play like 17-year-olds, like too much football, like in the championship. Would you disagree? Like, when you're 16, 17, you're like fucking Wolverine. You recover so fast. Like, I reckon they can handle these 2 games a week. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's just down. Yeah, it's just down to, I suppose, the individual, right? It's hard to say.
The thing is, Luke, is they can take it, but the issue is not in the early part of their career, but it comes back to haunt them later. Like, look at the
Luco's a bit older, isn't he? Is he 18 and ill? He's not 16,
yeah.
is he?
Yeah, he's not as young as the other two. But I was going to say, look at
Sorry, I was wrong.
Wayne Rooney and Raheem Sterling were players who were like unbelievable at an early age, but they actually peaked quite early for a footballer, right?
Yeah, Luco's 19, so he's 3 years older than Monga.
Mate, he should be in the first team at that age, to be honest.
Okay,
and to be honest, with what you're seeing so far, it does make you wonder why he hasn't been involved at all up until now.
I am getting nervous though when he runs at a man, you know. Like
yeah, because look, he might be a bit keen, but like, even as I said, even if he does something bozo and he does get himself sent off, I mean, you know, young players when they're making their debut is going to happen. But
and you compare that to what Luke Thomas would do, which is just sit back and wait.
Yeah, he's way more on it. Way more on it.
I'd say Fass and Yannick have been decent so far. To be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Hamza.
I'm surprised. No, I'm surprised he didn't get the foul there. But...
Oh my.
Oh my god, the Bangladeshi princess just fucking botted out.
Got away with that. So, someone like Aluko, if you have a team full of people like that, you can play man-orientated marking as well, which can completely transform the way your team plays.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's like Ricardo's. Fatawi's like a right back at the minute. Like we're out of possession.
Well, look, because they know the
Like, if
threats
you
on the
watch
wings
it-
there. Look, they doubled up there on Tom Fellows, Mavadidi
like,
and the
look
Luco. There again, look, that's clearly an instruction. Right, first real spell of possession for Southampton here.
Mavadidi and Luca look like a good duo together as well. Looks like they can read each other really well.
Yeah, I want to see more of it.
I would say so far in terms of technical quality, this is actually the best championship game we've seen Leicester play this season. Which is probably not saying that much, but it actually is. Like the way that both teams are trying to play is.
It's the first time in a while I've seen an actual identity
Yeah.
for a period of, and yes, it's 15 minutes. We've seen us do this 15 minutes.
Referee, man, come on, bro. Season-long agenda.
It was a bad touch by Abdul. To be fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a bot. He got dragged down by Manning, though, you fucking tennis player looking fucking bastard.
Tennis player.
He looks like a rugby player, like a small rugby player, to be honest.
No, he looks like a PE teacher who. I won't finish what I was going to say. Never mind.
He looks like a caveman that went on an episode of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and they fucking spruced him up. Sorry.
He's got a good delivery, unfortunately. Watch out for this.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You called it. You called it.
Too easy.
There you go.
That whole
There you
balance.
Yeah. That's such a soft goal to give away. Yeah. They didn't even jump for that, it felt like. Completely free header. Yeah, FaZe just rooted there.
It was like slow motion.
Yeah. Yeah, spoke too soon.
Well, it's how do we respond? Because we've seen the team's heads go down before,
Yeah.
and it has been against the run of play. But
Apparently, it was offside. Yeah.
He is as well. Yeah, that is well offside as well, actually.
Fucking hell, you cheating bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, man. That is a bit unfortunate because defensively they've actually stepped up and they've caught him and is unfair. Yeah, but there is no VAR in this division.
Man, bad defending.
Well,
Bad
is it? They
defending.
caught him offside, and that's the reason why that they haven't got
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
true.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I don't think you can say that, to be honest. I think, it's not even that they're a little bit offside. They're well off. The lino should really be getting that. That's not one of those where you think, oh, well, that's easy to get wrong. All right, come on, Leicester.
You
It's a
can't
shame
put
because
balls
up
like that
until
into
that point,
Daka.
we'd been decent. And yeah, it's a shame that two bozo touches from Fatau have led to a booking and a goal.
Hopefully we can respond.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot Yannick's up against his old team, isn't he? Oh!
Oh!
That was unlucky. That was unlucky.
That Daka?
No, it's James.
James.
Mavadini of the cross. He
Daka
put it
ain't-
right in the.
Daka
That's a
ain't headering a
brilliant
ball like that.
Fair play. That's a great save. If you look at this, I thought that was every bit of goal. Fantastic play. Oh,
Yeah. Good save.
unlucky. Heads it down. Heads it pretty hard. Gets the angle. Keeper sprawling. Bazunu as well. Normally.
Wiggle that brush.
Wiggle that brush.
Oh, that's unlucky. Could have been 1-1 there.
But I like as well
Ricky's
the
like-
team haven't dropped their heads. We've seen that a few
No,
times.
they're
as
going
well.
straight for it. And that is
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Which is obviously I'd want them to score and stuff, but it's good. I've seen it before. What an awful! Why is his badge pink?
Yeah, so it's
Like
pointless.
it's such a. It's good play by Mavadini as well.
Ref is biased, says Assam.
Does feel like that at the moment, especially with
We
the
have to
lino as well.
expect-
But
Yeah.
what I'll say is that, like, even though we were behind, I think we played well and we're unlucky to be behind, literally because it was an error from the linesman. So just keep the heads up. Mavadini's
many
been
times
pretty
this
good
season
so
we said
far,
the
isn't he? Look
opposite?
at this. Well,
Hey.
that's my point. So it's like, I know that ultimately the result is important, but it's like, I want to see performances, and I feel like
Sure.
performance so far is quite good.
Go on, JJ's in space.
JJ!
Fatawi, man, your
doing?
fucking decision is honking today. I want him off soon.
Not like Luke to overreact to something, is it? But-
Luke, that made me
And take
laugh,
Marky with you. Piss off.
Luke. I want you
Luke
off.
could be like
You keep
Mourinho
dragging-
on crack. He'd use all his 5 subs in the first 20 minutes, and then might work. You never know.
Luke,
that
if
was
you're the
Bozo,
kind,
though.
you're the kind of guy as a manager who would sub off the sub after like 5 minutes. Just like I've had enough of
Man,
you.
look how high we are up in Southampton's half. This is totally not the game I was expecting. This is like role reversal. We're the ones playing that high up. But I think what's good though is we're not passing the ball too slow. We're moving it fairly quickly, in my opinion. That's the thing, right? You got to shift their block from one side to the other when you're playing a team like this.
Steve just said I'm going home.
Is that
Is that a foul?
Still
I'm
no
going to
foul.
bash this ref.
Oh shit!
Oh, mate, this ref's cheating.
Go on, Luke. You got. Ooh.
You're
Oh.
fucking joking. That all came from a foul that should have been given.
That's
Martial.
probably game over. But problem is that we're falling into the same trap that Russell Martin did against Enzo's. We're playing completely high up, so it just takes one ball to get him behind us. But Luke is right. I think if we look back at this play, that probably should have been a foul. They got to be careful now, though, because the way that they're playing, they could get hammered there.
So we've had a foul that should have been given and a fucking bullshit free kick with it, along with a. There wasn't a bullshit free kick, but it was a fucking offside. This is bullshit.
This is football, man. This is what happens.
Hey,
What happened, mate? Look at Yannick. Yannick's right up there, man. What the?
But
hell?
that's the issue when you're playing that way. I mean, let's be fair. Aluko's getting back as well, but
Was that offside as well? Was that offside as well?
let's take a look.
Somebody let us know in the chat if they don't show the replay again. That looks offside, like marginally offside again. It feels like Aluko just held his, just slowed his run slightly to catch him offside. Well, we're in the mud here, lads. We're in the mud big time here, lads.
nah.
He's got to
That's
be
why
really
Steve
careful with the
says-
manager now, because a big issue here is they're going to push up again to try and get one back, and they're going to concede a third on the break.
Look where he is.
Mate, we could get 9-0'd.
Well, we hope not, but
Yeah, somebody else just said it looked offside. I thought it was offside, marginally, but yeah.
play it back. Maybe there's probably a clip on Reddit already of the goal.
Here we go.
You got to get up though. You got to get up off the floor when that happens.
It's hindsight. It's easy to say so, though.
Abdul's on
The ref has been very generous towards them, though. That is reality.
Oh my lord!
No. That's where Aluko's. Look at that. Look how rapid he was. Got to build the team around.
Oh, he's
people
pulled
like that.
something. Or is it his boot? No, you're right. It's his boot.
Yeah, a lot of people online are saying offside. So 2 offside goals.
Yeah.
That's not why they've scored though. Well, we just got caught out, didn't we?
The first one is completely.
It's a lucky 2-0 if you ask me. But I did say at the beginning of the show, I said, I could see a big win for them if we fell into the trap of, playing too high ourselves. But we have to go for it now, I suppose.
Our XG is already 0.45.
Yeah, I'm not
Mad.
surprised. I'm not surprised. It's actually been decent display going forward.
If we can score a goal before halftime, I'll kind of calm down and have a bit of faith still. But if we don't, then yeah, we're going to be sitting here at halftime talking about how much of a bozo Marty's for playing a suicidal highlight of Yannick in it. Probably argue that with saying, well, if we get caught out in transition, at least Luca has the pace to really track back, and he's demonstrated that, but it didn't do much for that last goal, did it?
Well, the argument is, especially that we're playing away, is we should be playing how they're playing, which is on the break, right? We're not doing that. And so
right now, Luca's not even the screen. Go on.
Nice.
Hey?
So I keep going.
Why is
He's been
Mavidi
that
slowing
off.
down there? What was that?
He tried to hit him with the roulette.
Yeah.
Lucas, where were
Feeling
you on
himself.
Saturday, bro? Didn't see your comment. I missed you. I missed you on Saturday, mate. I missed you. I'm seeing people. We're gonna triple sub at half time now. I reckon Marty's got.
I'm
that
not sure he will. Do you know? I don't think it's game
No.
over. But the next goal is huge. Like if they score a third, I mean, it's going to get ugly. But
Yeah. But it's also game. This is where a manager goes, look, this is what you get paid to do. As in, like, this is a tough situation, but this is kind of the wheat from the chaff.
yeah,
Another foul there on Abdul, given this time. Downs took out 2 players, no yellow card, says Boho.
Here's an answer. If this was Enzo, and this is the situation, I don't think Enzo changes.
He rarely does. You look at any of his games, he barely uses 3 subs most games, and if he does, a lot of them are quite late.
But Luke would just say, but Enzo wouldn't be 2-0 down to Southampton.
I get it, but in this scenario, if Enzo was
yeah.
in there, he'll be like, no, I'll keep playing. No, we got to play this the same way.
We've been 2-0 down to Southampton before and still won. So
Steve Cooper ball. Cooper
exactly. Oh my God.
Aluko's down.
This bloke's been a dirty bastard to Aluko every single set piece. Take fuck off.
It's to the ribs, isn't it? I think it's big bang to the ribs. Enzo would change the personnel, not the formation. Enzo would have a yellow or red card with the officiating. Yeah, so that one's offside, definitely.
Yeah.
The set piece.
I listen to the commentary team, man. They're so like, oh, woe is us. Life's not fair. Give us a better angle for this one. They're complaining about it being a foul in the build-up, but you want to know if it's offside in the...
It's a lovely bit of play by them, though.
Do you reckon Jakob saves that?
No.
No, that high line is asking for trouble in it.
There you go, Luke. Comment for you.
Hang on, let me have a look. What's it say? Where is it?
Down
This
the
is the screen.
I don't know. I don't understand the people. Like, I get it. Like, if you're a hardcore Leicester supporter, I get it. But like, if the reality is, if you're Enzo, you're not born in Leicester, you've got no affiliation whatsoever. You've been lied to, and you've got the option of having an absolute war chest at your disposal, along with like insane players. Then I think you're going to take it. Like, I don't understand like what world people live in.
Yeah, I think anyone who's not a Leicester fan would take the job. It's just that doesn't change the fact he dumped us, to be fair. But yeah.
Actually, I will say this: he should have exited with like a message like saying thank you, and I wish the players at least something for the players. You know, he just like fucking hooked in.
Abdul, man, Abdul again.
He's honking.
Now
I'll say this: if this was Enzo in charge, Abdul's getting hauled off at halftime.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah,
I don't think so. I think Daka's had worse half and he stayed on for near the full game.
Cifuentes had got to go. Norwich and Stoke results papered over the crack. Oh,
there we go.
Evening, boys. We're playing shit. I'm guessing. Well, funny enough, Kiki, this isn't the worst we played. It's not.
We're actually not playing too badly at all. It's some questionable tactics, though. We're letting Southampton play on a counter and the high line's getting exposed. But they scored a very fortunate first, offside, clear offside. Second, even the second, maybe should have been a foul to us. So,
well, Anil, your prediction of 2-2 still on, right? So,
well, it all depends on the next goal. Heads have not dropped yet, though. That's good to see.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Fass.
Yeah, I mean, well, because I was going to say, if I was on the pitch, I'd be feeling a bit enraged right now.
They must be feeling hard done to.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I mean?
Why has he got his phone out? What a bot.
He's tuning into the stream to see what does Luke have to say about this. But...
You get sacked in the morning if you keep playing this suicidal high line of Yannick in it.
Who was on the phone? Marty.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, how do I solve this? Give me the scenario.
Guys, I can see comments. Don't spoil it, man. Come on. How many times? That's a red card, lads.
Fucking hell.
Card.
Game over.
Oh, for God's sake. He was doing so well as well.
Poor guy.
Still not the record this season with Ramsey.
Feel bad for him because especially with the first foul, it's like a mistake from someone else as well. But Just as well we're not doing a match ratings tonight.
I should have stayed in bed, man. We're about to get dicked.
It is a booking. That is unnecessary from him, though. It is.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
he
that
can't
last.
do
It's
that.
that last action. The first action
Yeah,
was alright.
yeah,
Yeah,
he'd be all right with it. He'd be all right with it. He'd be told, given the last warning.
Oh, behave, Adam. I'm not having this, man. I'm not having this, man. This is what I was saying on the video the other day, man. People were kicking off that he wasn't played, and now they're kicking off that he was played. Like, it's all hindsight, isn't it? If he didn't get sent off and he had a great performance, then people would be buzzing. So yeah, this could be anything now, lads. This could be
I
4
know
or
that's
5.
the problem, and they owe us a big dicking after what we've done to them over the years.
Yeah.
They'll be
At
feeling
their
it.
ground as well.
They'll know they'll never have a better chance than this.
Didn't Ryan Bertrand get sent off in that game as well?
Yeah, he did.
Uh-oh. The only thing that's missing is the lashing it down of rain.
Yeah, to make it.
You know you're bad when Ben Chilwell scores against you.
I always say Perez hat trick, mate. That's the definition.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I do have a funny screenshot to show you guys though. You'll love this. You know how we banter Ragsy in the chat for his takes? Oh shit.
Oh.
You know how we banter Ragsy for his takes? Look at this. Sorry, I have got to laugh.
What is it?
I'm about to show it on screen. This was pre-match. I bookmarked it because I just knew if Ragsy said it, it's going to go wrong. No doubt in my mind that Luca's going to boss it tonight and own that left-back spot. Long time coming.
Why do people keep shouting for O'Neill to come and be manager when he's at Celtic?
Say that
Because
again.
the Leicester legend.
Yeah.
I know he is, but he's at Celtic.
There's always just going to be that every time we lose them. It used to happen a lot more in the 2000s, where it was like, oh, bring Martin O'Neill back, and that's what everybody used to say at the ground. It's just bring Martin O'Neill back because that's just the default answer. Do you know what I mean? It's just what people say.
Look at how many players are not marked there.
3.
Nice save.
Good save. That would have been 3-0.
Marty's got to
3-0.
tell them to just fucking play for the 2-0 here. This
Keep
is
it
stupid.
simple. Yeah.
This is like Brazil against Germany, man. This is like the game's gone. Fuck it. Like just make it a boring game. This is the game where Yannick and FaZe can just pass the ball back and forth with one another. We're gonna get thrashed here, man. We're gonna get absolutely thrashed.
Yeah. Well, what was even that note that got passed to JJ before? What did it say? We're fucked or just drop deep? Like, fucking hell.
Help.
But look, the thing is when
Out.
something like that's happened, you can't. Like now, the manager, what can you do? You're down to 10 men. I mean, that's.
Apparently that was offside again, you know.
That was, it just said so.
Well, this
Go on,
is a bit
send
of
him
a
off.
car crash night, eh? Car crash night. The Leicester commentator has just said, it is just 2 at the moment.
Well,
Right.
that is important though, because like I said, if this is like something really ugly, like a 6 or something like that, then there's going to be massive pressure on a manager, even if it's a bit against him. You know, you just got to settle now for. I think the players themselves now probably should be for that, but
Yeah.
you know. But that said, I mean, we have been dicked by the ref, but questionable tactical setup here. Like literally in that analysis just before the show, what did we show you? We showed you a goal where Charlton are going man-to-man pressing and they got played in behind and they had the 4-on-1 break and they scored off it.
Do you think,
we
what do you
played right
think?
into that?
Do you think Marty would at half time make changes and set up to not concede anymore?
That's what he should do. I don't know if he is going to do it though.
With what defense? Because we've not got
Well,
too many defensive players. It's all attacking.
We don't
really.
have a centre back. We have no centre backs on the bench, by the way, none. And now Aluko's red carded for the next the next game.
What did you do? Stick Ricardo on and then move to a back three with Chowdhury?
Yeah, you're gonna have to, aren't you? Surely.
Nah, you just got to keep with the 4-4-1, but you just got to tell them to.
What have we got?
Just play the low block, unfortunately. Yeah.
Is Skip playing left back at the moment?
I was going to say we need to go to a back three at half time.
And Skip did play left back a couple of games under who was the manager before Ange?
Nuno, I think actually might have played
Nuno.
him.
Yeah.
There's it's all attacking players. It's just Ricardo. And I don't want Samori in the team because he can't be asked.
Well, that's probably who he is going to put on, I think.
Literally, there's nobody else. Ricardo, Samori, Page, Silko, Thomas, De Cordova, Reed.
You can't put Page on or Monger in a game like this now. You're just killing their confidence.
Yeah. They're toying with us now.
We've got man advantage. Things will be pretty ugly. Who's the next game?
Sheffield United. Sheffield
United. He's like, yeah, I've had enough of this.
I mean, come on, this game over, mate. It's game. What I'm getting at this, Neil, is I did say to people that I didn't think Marty would be in charge come January. Let's see what happens.
I think there's too many other moving parts where, at the moment, with the other parts of the club, and also we're not expecting this season. As long as we're not relegated, I think the club will see it as a bit of a success.
Or are they going to give a pen then? No.
I feel like the ref is going to spare us now. What was that comment? Going to really miss player ratings. Well, I think they would be pretty bloody low. Keith says, do you still think Thomas is shit? Yes, we all do, because he is shit.
Look at this fucking idiot moron. He's calling for a penalty when his own player pushed him in the back, the fucking flop.
Really? It was his own player who pushed him?
Yes.
Another corner here for Southampton. Oh, my God.
Mate,
it's silly season.
Falling apart, man.
Season.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Just one thing to show on screen, Anil.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
The only hope now is that their manager will be like, okay, job's done. Let's just we got another game on Saturday. Just play it out. That's all you can hope for now. Oh, that's 2 free headers, and fucking hell, Harwood Bellis scored the first one. And is it Faze again? Yeah. Fucking hell, Faze just terrible, isn't he, with aerial?
What about Yannick just standing there?
Yeah,
there's another.
Faze is the one that's like literally look at that. It's just a simple back and forth movement. You are right though. Yannick doesn't cover himself in glory either. No, man.
There's another. You know what? I exposed Ragsy. I'm going to expose myself here because I'll be fair. This was between me and Steve earlier on. Steve said, if we go 3-0 down, I'm leaving. And I said, you won't be leaving then. So we're fucking 3-0 down. Great. Oh, man. I'll bend the knee. I think
you'll find you're 3-0 down and a man down. So it's even worse.
Yeah, even worse. Yeah, even worse.
To be fair, after Aluko sent off, that's the equivalent of 3-0. So it's basically like 4-0.
Yeah, no, but this is there's still. I'm sorry, I told you when the 2-0 down, the manager's got to tell them stop fucking. They keep trying to attack. It's gonna be an absolute fucking battering. And like I say, the only hope is that their manager decides to have pity on us because he could. The problem is he's probably auditioning for the job here. You know, he's probably thinking, "Fuck, I could do this lot."
If he's winning 5-0, if he's 5-1 in the last game and you're 3-0 up at half time. go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
You're enjoying yourself, lads.
Yeah.
Give it a go. 2. We want 2 more. Come on, 2 more. 1 here, 1 here.
He's good though. Their manager. He is good. Can see what they're doing. Be interesting to see at half time how what's his name? Is it Dan Page or whatever tries to get the Foxes faithful.
Luke, Will just text me. Do you want to do a free loadout run on Ark Raiders the game?
I don't have work today. I'd think about it.
Oh man, this is bad. This is bad.
It's bad, but we're making it worse. Look, we're making it worse.
That's what I mean. What are they doing? Like they keep trying to. This is fucking. I'm sorry. This is the sort of thing, Locks, which is why I say that the manager's retarded when you do stuff like this.
Yeah,
but the manager isn't doing this, right? It's the
he is. We're still playing a high line of a man down.
He's be going ape shit, telling you what the fuck are you doing. We were attacking there, and again we had the high line of 10 men. That's suicide. That's absolute suicide.
4-4-2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I hate
this.
Sorry.
David Luiz against Brazil when they're 4-1 down, trying to play fucking centre forward. This is like retarded.
Yeah. Sorry, you mean the fact he hasn't told them, he hasn't reshaped, right? He's just continuing.
Should have immediately subbed someone off and played another centre back and gone back 3. Whether that had been Skip or a winger.
So that's out of the.
Skip's growing some hair on the back of his head, I think.
Maybe he has
bold as
maybe that can play centre back.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Is
it Sheffield United the next game? Like I say, I think it's what the next couple of fixtures coming up. That's the
I'll tell you now. We have.
Let's have a look.
Yep, Sheffield United Saturday.
Yeah.
12:30. Then it's Derby, Bristol. Then
Would you guys say that Skip has been one of our least bozo players this half? Strange question, but just
he's
curious.
doing his job fairly professionally.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest though, like the bozos have probably been Fatawu, FaZe, and you'd have to say Aluko, but I'm being harsh on him. Yeah.
I mean, Fass has been dog shit from the corners.
Yeah.
Harwood Bellis is on a fucking hat trick.
He's on a brace, yeah.
Well, was it Neil from Beyond the Night? He goes, Harwood Bellis, I've got a feeling we'll see him at Leicester.
I would have loved to have had him at Leicester. Yeah.
It might have been a few years ago now, but I'm sure in one of your videos. Oh, he's actually on the phase. Oh my god.
Ask Neil. Ant used to shout forever for wanting Connor Cody, and as long as we played him in a back 3 or a back, all these reasons why we should sign Connor Cody. Look at that turned out.
I thought, if we're exposing all my secrets, I thought that Yannick would actually be good because at the time we need a centre back that was good in the air, and I thought he's 6'6". He has to be good in the air. Obviously, that's not. Now he just stands around like Plants versus Zombies.
Yeah, it's like if he jumps.
He's a zombie, all right. He's lurch, isn't he?
Yeah.
Someone said they had to switch corner takers because they were getting too tired from taking all the corners. Here's another one.
Oh, brilliant first half then.
You're shit, Marty. You're fucking shit.
Look, what I'll say though is that despite the scoreline, that was never a 3-0 like that you've seen it. It's basically everything that could go wrong has, but very questionable tactical setup. And you got to say as well, now looking at the bench with no defensive options, like it's a big rival you're going away to. You know they got the firepower. It just looks stupid.
I've got a video I'll bring up from Steve, but they scored from what? They've scored from 2 offsides and a set piece.
Yeah, they got an XG of 1.35 and scored 3, right? So it's they've definitely had the rub of the green. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's to be expected, I think.
I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. I understand the booing, but the booing's not that bad. I've heard worse from Leicester.
Yeah, because they probably know themselves that it's like one of those that, like, you know, you've given someone a debut, they've got sent off, bad decisions gone against you. Just one of those days. Sometimes you have games like this where it all goes against you, but you know, so like I say, my frustration isn't really from that, but I just do think the tactical setup was poor and he hasn't made adjustments, especially at 2-0 even before, you know, even the sending off, we're still playing a high line. It's just dumb. You just got to accept that the game is, well, you know, 2-0 down in 10 men, at least just get to half time, don't conceding anymore. Then talk to the team and see if you can create an unlikely fight back. It's just naive, very naive managerial, you know.
Yeah. The poll is there is a poll in the chat. So if everybody could answer the poll, which is in the live chat, about Marty. I'm just going to read through some comments here. So, don't worry, lads. Top will do another speech that says nothing important. Why is that comment not coming up? Anyway, Skip still shit though. Ray says they had to switch corner. Yeah. We need a Coley, says ABD. It's inevitable. Yeah. It's inevitable. Marty will go. He's at fault for all the reasons Anil mentioned. Marty is the manager version of Luke Thomas. Nice guy, but got no clue what to do. Jamon says the poll isn't the best time for it. We'll do one at full time as well, mate, for sure.
That might be even worse.
Yeah. Who's flip-flopping, mate? Are you a bozo, Roy? I think Roy's a bozo. I haven't flip-flopped. Nobody here's flip-flop. And Neil and Luke were Marty out anyway, so no one's flip-flopped, mate. I think you're chatting shit. Skip's hair. Coventry might run away with this, winning at Borough. Yeah, well, I think that's what a lot of people have said for a while, right? That they Coventry are gonna run away with it.
It's a long old season. That's all I say. You know, when I think this time Southampton went on a run when we came up, and they went on a incredible run, then they kind of came back down, etc. People only see things in short.
No, but Neil, as I showed you at the start, it's that underlying data, and the teams that are doing good continues to do good. And what I show you, I said that Southampton, the underlying data said that Southampton were a team on the up, and it was just a matter of time before it flicked, and that's happened. And what they also say, Leicester City, it's only a matter of time before they have a bad run, and then what's happened?
Yeah. Right. We're gonna. Does anybody want to take a break at half time while I bring Kate in? Does anybody want to break?
I'll come out. Okay,
yeah? Cool. Okay, let's get Kate in. Kate,
Yo.
What's going on? How are you feeling
I
after
can't hear
watching
you.
that? Oh, Luke,
Why
can you hear
can't I
me?
hear you?
I can hear everyone.
Can you hear Kate? Can you hear Luke?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I've had it before where I'm on phone and it doesn't
Kate's
work.
come to tell us that she is definitely Marty out.
No, she's not. She's not.
Yeah, she
No,
is.
that's for sure. She's not. Yeah, Kate will restart. Marty out. Sacked in the morning. You're gonna get sacked in the morning. Shocking from Marty. He has to go, says Zenfic. It is nice that EFL lets disabled people. Okay, let's not bring it up. Oh man. Let's see. Are you with us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I could hear you until you brought me in. Me in.
There we go. Go on then. How are you feeling after watching that 45 minutes?
Dog shit.
Yeah.
Marty out.
Yeah.
Referee out? Fucking hell, what's the point in him?
Yes, yeah. It's who's. I mean, I saw you leave a comment saying that the players just, because look, the 2 offsides. The second one's a bit, the second one's closer, but the first one's definitely offside. 2 set pieces and obviously a counter attack down to 10 men. Game over, if I dare ask.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely game over. The only thing I'm calling Marty for is that he's not made the quick change after the red. Skip's never a left back, is he? Has he ever played there? Does he know what to do? Does he know what to do?
Yeah, he's played there a little bit, like 3 games in his whole career. 3 games on at Spurs.
So when you say a little bit, 0 basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, the players have let him down. The referee's been really tough. Some of the fouls given for Southampton, how that wasn't then given for Abdul's foul that ended up being a goal. Abdul fucked Aluko obviously for his first booking. Abdul has been absolutely dreadful. Whilst I don't think it was a foul for the free kick for the first goal, his poor touch led to that issue, didn't it? He's had an absolute stinker. So yeah, there's question. I mean, that right side, I've just said that right side with fastened Hamza was just a car crash waiting to happen, really. And that showed. Like Hamza's good at being a bit of a thug and getting stuck in, but he's not got the quality needed, especially if you're going to play possession-based football. He just can't do it. He can't play out from the back. But what you're going to do, we're completely at skeletal stuff now on that back line, and that's what happens when you don't have the depth in the squad, I guess.
And it's even worse, Neil, for the next game, because now we haven't even got a Luco for the next game. I mean, it's gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do at the back.
The only thing you're going to do is bring in Ricardo and then I'll have one of them. So you've got 2 fullbacks.
Ricardo at left back, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do. I mean, the thing is, it is disappointing because we did start quite well. It's one of the first times of an identity playing football, but you've got to learn to adapt with the game as the game changes. And they just haven't. So that's why towards the end we're going, oh my God, we keep doing the same thing again and again and again, expecting different results. And the end result, especially when you're down to 10 men, it's just another goal is going to come. And yes, we have had a bit of the referees not being good and things like that, but we've not helped ourselves at all. But it is frustrating because at parts we have been doing some things right, but it's not enough and the game's pretty much done. Now it's just damage limitation.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, this is right. Thomas will come back in. Luke, talk on this one, mate. I don't know if you started this one, but Planet Earth said not Marty's fault, 5 defenders out plus Ricardo.
Well, it is. Go on.
Go on.
You go on. I interrupted
you. Go on.
Sorry.
You said it is. You said it is Marty's fault that 5 defenders are out?
No, it is Marty's fault because he's playing a fucking suicidal high line. Well, again, to this comment here, why would you play a high line of Vestergaard on your team? That's 100% on him, and he's persisting of that suicidal high line of 1 man down to 10 men. This is what I wanted to talk about here. Can we discuss, has any player had any progression under Marty? I know Anil feels strongly about this. I would argue we've regressed. I would spot on. I've not seen anyone get better, and we've now seen Mongo not even feature at all anymore. I'm not saying this is the game to bring him on. As you mentioned, it will destroy his confidence, but I don't see any player that's gotten better under Marty. JJ's regressed because he's been played out of position. I just think that Marty's an absolute complete fraud bozo. Doesn't know what to do with his squad. I know he hasn't got the same squad Enzo has, but he's, again, persisting of a suicidal high line. He keeps playing Luke Thomas. He's only playing Buddy Aluko because he can't play because he's got a red card. I hate Marty. I don't hate him, sorry. I strongly dislike Marty, Kate. I know that I should come off the fence a little bit, but yeah, I honestly think he should be sacked in the morning, gone, never spoken about again, and just be absolute. He will never be a Premier League manager, be honest. Do you think anyone's knocking at his door being like, can you take over at Wolves or anyone like that? No, are they? Fuck. He's an absolute lower-end championship club. We've gone in on the cheap to get him. Sort out your mistakes, top. Let's get someone else in. He's an absolute fraud. Kingy in for the rest of the season.
Who do you want in there? Who
Siege mentality.
Problems at the club. Who do you want in?
Okay, cool. I'll answer this. Let's Kingy into the rest of the season. And I want hear me out. I want King to come out and just take his belt off at the press conference and just fucking go on an absolute belter of a fucking siege mentality fucking chant. Boys, I'm joking a little bit, but I'm dead set serious. I want Marty out. He's a fucking absolute donkey fraud.
And then wait till we have King in, and then 2 weeks, who hired this guy? Absolute useless. He's not.
I might do that.
Manager. He'll never get to the Premier League. He might have won the Premier League, but he can't do anything.
I'll blame Top for that too.
Yeah,
you're right, Neil. I'm just trying to have a bit of fun because I'm fucking dying here at 4:30 in the morning, questioning my life.
We just got to ride this awful situation out, just like we're going to ride out this game. There's no upside to this game at the moment. Got to ride it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a comment here, Kate, to get your thoughts on. Let me just find it. Where's it gone? I've seen Vestergaard play himself out of the attacks at least 3 times and leave fast to deal with attackers alone. I mean, it does feel very just unorganized, Kate. Like one of them goes walkabouts, like in every attack. Like I think for the last or the second goal on the counter attack, Vestergaard was on the halfway line, and it was basically a Luco at the back, dealing with it. But that's always been a problem, right? Like forever with Fast and Vestergaard. It's always been the case. One of them goes walkabouts.
Yeah, I think so. But look, there's been some massive mistakes made today. I'd also ask Luke, pick a number between 1 and 11. How many donkey frauds are on the pitch?
Oh, that's a good question, Kate. I'll say right now.
Or in the squad?
I was going to say, now it's down to 10, so you got 1 to 10.
yeah, sorry, 1 to 10.
Without being silly, a lot of the people you can make a case for being a bozo, I wouldn't say a fraud, is just down to tactics. I'll just throw Wyatt Faze in that list. He's a bozo fraud. I don't want to go too stupid and scorched earth. He hasn't pissed me off just yet.
Poking the bear. She's got this stick and she's just poking. Go on,
you guys
react for me.
The ref. There's one.
The manager.
That ref is an absolute. You guys just want me to hear me go off on one day. You can't force it, but the ref is an absolute. I'll tell you who I will go off on. There's an absolute fucking bozo in the chat trying to come out for me right now. Planet Earth, you're a fucking idiot. You come into the stupidest honking take every single week. Everyone in the chat knows it. We should do a poll for the biggest absolute retard monster that comes into the chat and just fucking hurts my brain cells and gives me brain rot week in, week out. I bet everyone in the chat's thinking the same now. Put a comment in the chat. Planet Earth out. You are an absolute fraud. Everyone knows it. Fraud chat alert. Fucking get that bozo button for fucking Planet Earth every single time. My eyes are fucking bleeding to see your fucking ugly ass name. Come in the chat and say some dumb shit. There you go. Fucking watch out, mate. You're treading on fucking.
That's the halftime talk I've come for.
There's the halftime entertainment, NFL style, Super Bowl style. There you go. People are loving it in the chat. People are with Luke. Look, Planet Earth out. We love Luke. Yeah, they're all in there. I can confirm it. It's definitely not Graham. Fox in the box. Grease says Locks knows how Marty and I am. My patience is running thin. Yeah, I mean, when you have nights like this, it's hard for I think everybody's patience runs thin, but. But yeah, DP, bite back. Come on, Planet Earth, come through. Right, I'm gonna let you go, Kate. Thank you for calling in. Good luck with the second. Are you even gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Also, why are we playing possession-based football when we've got 10 men?
Ask Marty. Come to the dark side, Kate. You want him out? Come to the dark side. Just say Marty out for me. Cheer me up.
Luke out.
Jordan, are you on, by the way? Jordan, are you on? I'll leave you that, Kate. Jordan, are you on?
Brilliant.
Are you on?
See you later, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna get two. We got. Oh, hello. Imran's popped up out of nowhere. Hello, mate. What's going on?
You know what, guys? I'm with Luke. Marty out. Get the fraud out of the club, right? We've played 17 games this season. When have we played well? Answer that question at full time. 17 games. We've not had one good fucking performance. Get him out.
Whoa. Whoa, he rage quit. Imran dropping one there.
He dropped the mic and he's out. He's done.
Yeah, he dropped the mic. Wow. Okay, Samare and Ayu are on.
This makes no difference. Who on for?
No, do you know what? That is actually the right. No, that is the right, because the game is done. What you need to do now is you need to get experienced pros on the pitch that don't mind being cloggers, that are just going to run about. That is actually the right thing to do. You just got to look, but as Kate just said, what the fuck was he doing playing high line at 2-0 down? That was retarded, right? You need to just be pragmatic in these cases. So let's see what he does here. But I mean, the
Taking
sensible
off
thing would be to play
the
low
towers
block
on.
and. Well, yeah, because what's the point? What's the point in getting, especially like the ones that are hot-headed? So, yeah, it's damage prevention. If we're lucky, we only lose this half 1-0 or something like that, right? If we're dumb, because the thing is, in Marty as well, is that I am still convinced that Jordan James doesn't score that winner. He may already have been out of a job. So it's like if you get 6-0 or worse tonight, you're also going to lose his job, right? If it's 5-0, we go 5-0, but we had the man sent off. It was a new guy making his debut. I had to play him because all my other options were done. He'll ride that out.
Just
Wait,
big
no,
shout
that
out,
was
by
it
the
in the background there. I was fucking creasing myself.
Big shout out, by the way. There's 1,000 people watching right now. There's 320 on YouTube, 600 on X, so or 700 on X. So make sure to hit a like on the video as well. Make sure to subscribe. Come over to YouTube. Get involved in the YouTube live chat because they're the comments that we bring up. Come and let us know. There's a poll in the chat as well. I'll end that one, actually. No, I'll just keep it running, shall I? Because people can change their vote. So we'll see how it goes at full time. We'll keep it running. As always, the clock is at the top of the screen, so please don't spoil it, because a lot of people spoiled the red card. So if that happens again, you're blocked. Harder than ever. One day I'll come to YouTube. Come now, man. What's your excuse? Harder than ever. It takes fucking 10 seconds, man. 20 seconds. Come on.
Yeah, you're a very
Download the
member of
app.
the chat as well. He's good lad, harder than ever.
I can't always bring the comments up for Twitter harder than ever. That's why, mate. So if you come to YouTube, I'll be able to bring them all up.
So, obviously the game's a write-off, but it depends on what happens next, right? Even in a title-winning season, I would argue that Ranieri had one bozo game. That bozo game was when we were flying high, we decided to attack Arsenal, and we ended up getting stuffed like 5-2 at home, even though we played quite well in the game, right? And he realised after that, like okay, sometimes you got to change it up, right? Although he used that as a lesson for the team. So let's see what Marty does. Because again, like just think on paper, what are you doing playing a high line against this team? You just must not have watched the previous games. It's just stupid.
Do you not think this is it? Do you think we're just going to see 45 minutes of this? Like we're just going to see 45 minutes of us under pressure, probably conceding one or two.
Yes.
So what's the difference? Like with the changes that he's made, if we're just going to be under pressure.
No, you're just
limitation.
Gone. You put on the professionals, and you just. What I hope he doesn't do is try and play the high line. Like I say, you just gotta. Like they still want to get it, but even they will at some point get tired, and they'll just take off their players for the next game. So what you want to do is just play keep ball, damage limitation. Like I say, it's defense versus attack. It's that game you play in rondo training all the time. Just keep the ball and don't let the other team get it, right? And if you're Marty, ask ChatGPT for some excuses to save your job in the post-match interview.
I think that red card's going to save his job, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Regardless of his tactical decisions.
But, for all the people that say with the manager, I mean, here's the thing, right? They sacked their manager, Southampton. They haven't even appointed a new one. They appointed someone from within. And it does show you that sometimes just tweaking what you've already got can make a difference. And that's why, like I said, I've been unimpressed. What is he laughing at there? Oh, does he know the coach or something? That's not a good look, man, to be 3-0 down laughing with the assist. Did you see that? That's bozo. Someone played a bozo like that.
I didn't see what happened.
So he's on the sideline laughing with the coach because I think they work together at Red Bull, but it's getting 3-0 down and 10 men, and he's having a smile with the assistant, with their manager.
A lot of people asking in the comments, would you take...
So that was aimed at you. That wasn't aimed at you before friendship ended with Luke there. Oh my God, and Neil Sachs.
No. I spoke to Sam. I was just going to say, there's a lot of comments in the chat saying, would you take Brendan Rodgers back? Just my answer would be no. And I'll also say this, there's no way Brendan Rodgers' ego comes down to the championship either, by the way, for what it's worth.
Never. He'd go Saudi or something rather before that.
Does Ange's ego take him down to the championship?
Nah, he wouldn't go either, I don't think.
He'll go to some European club, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what, Lux? To be fair, I could see in the summer a really super ambitious championship team get Ange. Like I could see someone like Wrexham or even Birmingham or someone like that. if they said to him, "Oh, we want you. We're going to give you 5-year contracts and a massive war chest," I could see that happening, but it wouldn't be a wise thing to do.
I love listening to. Sorry, there we go.
No, you go, mate. That's fine.
I was not going to say anything of any substance. I was just going to say I like the Wrexham manager on the documentary, and you hear him in the silence going, "Ref, are you fucking mad?" Fucking
Neil Warnock.
You know what? To be fair, Phil Parkinson, he deserves a bit of respect because the thinking was at the start of the season that he'd always struggled in the Championship and that their style of football would get figured out, and because of the money given to him by the Wrexham owners, that he would get sacked pretty early, and it looked like he was on the ropes. But in the end, he's doing not too badly for them. I do think that, yeah.
Why?
The thing is, you kind of have to do what he's doing. They're asking me for, which is that you can't just. They tried pumping it up along to Daka there earlier, but you're a man down. You have to. Ooh. I mean, I would say at least you're seeing the Leicester trying to defend there because, like I say, it'd be really easy just to red flag it. White flag even, just surrender.
This is it, man. To be fair though, what's the drive down to Southampton? How long? How many hours is that? 5 hours?
Too long.
Yeah.
4 hours?
From
4
here,
hours?
4 hours. 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, fuck that. Fair play.
Did you see Danny Ward saying he wanted to leave 18 months before he did?
Yeah, man. Leicester. What a muppet. Yeah, I saw that interview he did. Yeah, what a muppet.
Well, then, but then you could have, but nobody was shit enough to buy you.
Well, no, I bet he didn't want to take a cut on the wages. That's the issue.
Yeah.
What's that comment?
We didn't want him here the last 18 months. Nobody was begging for Danny Ward to stay in the last 18 months of his contract.
I want to bring this up because, I do know that was an absolutely dire performance from Wrexham. But the thing is, you still got a point at Ipswich. What I do wonder, though, if that was enough for the owners to be like, hang on a minute, we gave you 30 million quid and you couldn't even get a shot on target.
Yeah.
But that is what Phil Parkinson is. He doesn't give a shit about style of football. He's like a manager from 10 years ago. He got you out of the non-league for a reason. Like he's good in that. Because that's the thing is sometimes in non-league football, you do see these people that think they're Pep Guardiola. And they rock up on these pitches that have got holes all over them and mud. And it's like, why isn't my short passing football working? It's like, no fucking shit, mate. Welcome to non-league, It's like...
I've got a graphic. Let me show you this.
No, I've got a feeling it's not going to be a nice one. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a red card.
Not surprising. After the red card.
Actually, to be honest with you, Logs, I would actually say that shows that we were quite unlucky to be 2-0 down. And we're actually playing quite well. And then the game's just over at that point.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
And the first goal was offside. But like I say, what I don't want to see is people making excuses. It's like there's still...
Let's have a look at
Oliver
the other
Skip
scores.
Looks absolutely... when you can set a player on FIFA to like the smallest setting, that's him compared to Vestergaard.
I think we may have found a left back who's worse than Thomas and Victor.
Achievement unlocked. I don't think he's been too bad in that position.
He's not been.
But given that he's playing out of position and he's not left-footed, I don't think he's been that awful.
And he's tiny. He's genuinely a foot shorter than Yannick Vestergaard.
Do you know what, Neil, though? That's another reason that I cannot believe they spent so much money on him. It's like Premier League is physical. What were they thinking getting another short ass in like that?
It was stupid. The thing is, you could potentially understand if it was 5 mil. 25 mil was a crazy amount of money.
I think even at 5, just I'm saying, because the thing is, take someone like Ndidi, even though sometimes you could say, he had the touch of a bozo. The thing is that you always in the elite game, if you're that tall and physical, there will be moments when you're useful. This is the thing. We already had a midfield of Ricardo and Winks, and you're going to get another fucking midget, and it just doesn't make sense on paper. Who would you bring in? I mean, we got to start discussing it. I don't know. You can find. Look, as we're seeing with the Southampton assistant manager, there's tons of good coaches out there in Europe. Not even in Europe, even in England. How was Stockport doing? Because Dave Challoner was doing very well with them. Yeah, they're
Man,
fifth
I just
in
think
League
there's
One.
too many-
He had them in the playoffs last year. He's worthy of a chance in the Championship for sure. Don't know if Leicester might be too big of a jump, but
There's too many moving pieces. They'll stick with Marty unless he's in the relegation zone.
Do you really think that, Neil? I think
I think they've given up this season. That's what I
No,
got from Top's interview. They've given up, and we're going to try and ride this one out and then try and rebuild. But this season is pretty much.
But you
done.
see those rumors about. Yeah, I see what you mean, but I don't know if it keeps getting worse.
Wait until you see this
worse
next
is-
substitution, lads.
Who is there left?
Who is it?
Arno.
It's Bobby for Jordan James.
No, that makes sense though. You want to take off the people that are going to play in the next game. What's the point of Jordan James running about getting injured in this one?
Yep.
It's game over. I
And
think that's
also,
good. He's taken off
Bobby's good.
Mavididi for Tawu and Jordan James. That's smart in my opinion. I would take off Winks, but he can't.
I feel like but it's just again, it's more, it's just slower, isn't it? Reed and
good.
Ayew.
Well, we tried to play fast in the first half. Look what
We
happened.
need to slow the game down, and that's it. Unfortunately, we're just trying to not get absolutely clapped right now. Fucking 5-0 plus.
I'm sure I speak for all of us. You're going to take the 3-0 if it's on offer right now. 100% you're taking it.
No, I'm taking a 3-3. I'm joking.
So I think we've done all right, given that it's 11 minutes in and we haven't conceded another one. Because if they got an early goal, it might have been really ugly.
Oh, come on.
What's everyone doing for Christmas? Sorry, I've moved the chat onto this already, guys. I've
McDonald's
got the
counter
game
time.
on, but I mean, it's like...
And Neil's already in 2026. He's planning for.
Bro, you have to be. You have to be. Locks, load up your FM or something. Let's just...
Let's do some scouting for some managers.
Yeah.
Yo, Luke, I'll see you on. Yeah, mate, Luke, go to bed, mate. If you want to go to bed, man. I don't think any of us would fucking blame you, man.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, man, we ain't doing match ratings. Like, what a grim night. This is bad.
We can do them now since the match is still on, and we'll probably get the same results by 90 minutes.
You know what though? I've got a feeling the match ratings. It'd probably be like everyone having a go at everyone, but it's only really been a couple of people that have been
clangers.
Yeah.
No, there's a fair point in Neil. Like a lot of it is down to tactics. To be fair, that people have been exploited, but if right now the only people I'm really like pitchforks out for as well, FaZe and you could say Decker.
I would say
Luka
Tao.
and
I don't think Daka's
wrong.
even been that. Yeah,
He does. Daka's. He's not done anything really. What? So is there one moment that he's had? You blame for Tao more than you will for Daka.
What you could say is on that set that was it, the second or the third goal where Daka kind of gets pushed over, and people say that was soft, which maybe it's true. But if you look back at it, basically that was the same foul that they gave Southampton for their first free kick. So it's a bit unfortunate, but
Yeah, man, we spoke about the refs all first half, bro. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Boys, still time to put I'm a Celeb on. Yeah, that's true.
oh, I'm
Watch
not
Angry
that
Ginge.
desperate, part.
Is this guy going to get the job full time or what?
He deserves it. This guy
looks
is
like it.
promising. I would say as well that I said that even before they scored a single goal, the way that they're playing is the best I've seen Southampton in years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to lure you into certain pressing traps and then take advantage, and they're very fast and fluid in the attack.
He looks like if Ruben Sellers had a hair transplant. That's what. That's what
Yeah, he does
That's
a
what he
little bit.
looks
Does a
like.
little bit.
Samari get there, win a foul. What? Yeah. About to say. In hindsight, here's a question for you all. In hindsight, would you have given Rude a chance with this squad in the Championship?
No.
In hindsight, no.
No.
All right, but would you have rather Rude or Marty?
Well, we said we'd rather. No, I think you'd still rather Marty because you want to try to see if there's. The thing we said in the summer with Rude is that you know what? It wasn't getting relegated that was the problem. It was getting relegated with 5 games to go. It was the completely pathetic performances we saw week in, week out. The 11 hours, what was it, without a goal? It's like, you know what, Locks? We could have lost 20 games in a row, but if we lost 20 games in a row and we'd actually looked competitive, we had some chances, we scored some goals. I wouldn't have been that pissed off with it because you knew that season was going to be tough. It's just he just pussy-oed his way through that season. Yeah. So he could not be given the job. Yeah.
This don't surprise me though. Reece, yes, I would have given him a chance. Better manager than Marty. I'm not sure.
But to be fair with Reece, he's been consistent because I remember during the darkest days, he was still coming on the show. I think originally was like ruled out. He didn't want him in the first place. But I think during that bad run, he goes, I actually would give him a chance because this season's over. And I think he's trying to clean up the club culture by dropping Faze and Vestergaard. And I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying, to be fair to Reece, he's not flip-flopping. I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure he said something very similar to those words. I will be honest, that lovely Leicester City hoodie that he has on, you know, the onesie always distracts me when he's on. But
oh dear.
Some good defense versus attack on right now.
Yeah, Mickey, mate. I know, Mickey. It's a tough one. But yeah, appreciate you watching, mate, and listening. 1,100 people now watching. So big shout out to all of you guys. People just love
they're going to want
trauma.
We'll do it again at the end, but people were going to want to talk about the manager. So let's just do that.
If we were winning this game 2-0, there would be about a quarter of the number of people watching. It's just how it goes.
I think this is the televised game, is it not, though, in the Championship today?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And we're back again on Saturday. I tell you what, though, if we get dicked at home to Sheffield United, I think he'll be gone.
Well, I think he would be sacked. But there's still the thing in my head is saying, well, will he because of the technical director? I just don't think they will, unless they just give it Kingy until the technical director comes in.
I think they will give it King.
Well, I hope they don't give it to him until I think that would be car crash, personally.
No, but they'll just have him as interim. Because the only reason I say this, Locks, is well, there you go. But no, the reason is because there's already been rumors about it. There's no smoke without fire. If they're thinking about it already, then in my opinion, it was already decided that he probably wouldn't be in charge at the end of the season unless he got promoted. That's not going to happen now. So Southampton going to leapfrog us in the table after this.
I'm just having a thought as well. We've not had a manager have a vote of confidence since Vichai passed.
It's true.
Normally it used to be like, oh, you get a vote, right? That's the smoking gun. I don't think we've had one. I genuinely don't think Top's done one.
All right. I just want to say, though, to give him some credit, he's actually now in this half doing the right thing. So he's taken off all the star players. He's put on the experienced pros and he's just telling them, pass it around the back and do damage limitation. And that might mean we escape with a 3-0. So what we're doing right now, as boring as fuck as it is, that's what you have to do. You can't win a game with 10 men and 3-0 down. So he was completely bozo. His tactical approach in the first half was wank, and that's being polite. But at least he has recognized some mistakes. And I do think that taking off those 3 players in particular is clever. And he probably will take off Winks in a bit as well, I would imagine. Well, maybe he can't. He's got to keep the possession with Winks. We'll see.
They gave Rodgers and Cooper the kiss of death, but Rodgers stayed longer after the comments. They gave Ranieri. I was gonna say they gave Ranieri a vote of confidence and then sacked him like 2 weeks later, if you remember.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I don't know if you remember that, though, but they said that the reason that they decided to do it was, I think, the first leg against Seville in the Champions League. And they went down to the touchline and they just said they felt some weird atmosphere that they'd never noticed at the club before. And Vichai even said, I don't care. I just don't want a team getting relegated. You gave us like the best memory ever. We'll take fucking 17. We won't sack you. You deserve the chance. But just when he went down and he saw that, he goes like, I could tell that they'd given up. So he had to make the change, which is interesting. And he obviously had a good sense of people, didn't he? That he could tell that.
Never understood why you kept Rodgers so. Yeah.
None of us do. He must have had material of top or something.
But it's just because Top didn't know what he was doing. I think that's the long and short of it. He doesn't really.
I don't know.
blame
I've
him.
heard the rumors that it was Rodkin that kept pushing for him to stay. Honestly, this is what I've heard. During that spell, that it was Rodkin that kept saying to Top, "No, we should keep him. He'll get us out of it." I believe I've got 100% faith in Brendan Rodgers.
You can see it. You can see it from the point of view that, like, when we had Rodgers, you know, we weren't going to upgrade on a manager, right? As a coach, as a manager, we were never going to upgrade from Rodgers. So you can see why they would be a
Aston
bit
Villa
wary.
hired Unai Emery that same season. Hashtag
yeah,
just
that's
saying.
true.
Yeah, I remember that.
What it is, Locks? No, my genuine opinion is this: John Rodkin, he's good at doing certain things, but he never wants to be the guy that, from the football matters, is actually taking control of the club. The reason why he loved Brendan Rodgers so much is that Brendan Rodgers, because he'd come through the youth system at Chelsea, he was brilliant at like having a vision and like how the flow should work from like under 15s to under 17s to under 19s to the first team match day. And like, to be fair, I don't think it's a surprise that whilst he was at the club, now you're starting to see players like Monga, Aluko, Evans coming through. So something was set up there. So that's why I think he wanted him there, because he wanted, you know, we know he's not a director of football, so he wanted someone that was more than a manager. That's why we were looking at people like Jesse Marsh and stuff like that as well. Why did he want Jesse Marsh? Because Jesse Marsh had been at Red Bull, and at Red Bull was the same thing. They'd made these systems of developing players over time. And that's why, if they are finally making that change, it's about time. So that, in my honest opinion, I think it's one of those where Rodkin was like, shit, if we sack Brendan Rodgers, I'm going to have to do some work. And I don't want to do it. So
By that, if we get rid of Marty, let's make John Rudkin the manager, because at least we'll hear from him.
I believe that John Rodkin is unbeaten as Leicester City manager.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not even making this up.
3 games, 3 wins, or 2 wins.
Really? Nah, I doubt he's got.
I think it's 2 wins and a draw. Oh, right, maybe I might be wrong. Jesse Marsh would have been amazing saying this as a Canadian.
Don't know about that.
No.
Yeah, just injured the other left back. The only left back we have who isn't a left back. Oh man.
I do think that if you gave Jesse Marsh the team in the Championship and the summer, and he could bring in his own players, I think he would probably make quite a good team. He'd get out of the Championship. I don't know about Premier League though, but you can say that about many people. Like even the Sunderland are doing good, but if you didn't give them 150 million, there's no fucking way they'd be doing as good as. That was a bad challenge by them.
He knew it was too.
He did. That is lucky. He could have broken his foot.
That could have been a red.
Silko Thomas is on. Yeah.
For who?
Yeah, that guy should have had the yellow already. Flynn Downs. Yeah.
Daka's off. Who came on for Daka?
Silko Thomas.
Silko Thomas.
Apparently, that should have been a red.
Yeah, if you look at it,
it should have been.
I've seen him given, and given that the car crashed the game already, the ref.
Lynn Downs, even the way he looked, was like, "Oh, I could be in trouble here." Oh, Skip Winks has just been mugged.
Yeah.
Fucking pass it to the ref, mate. He'll shoot.
Yeah, you've got to ride out the next 10 minutes, though. They've made a raft of changes, so they're going to have energy and they're going to want to try and get in the team.
No, not to that person.
Tom, fair play. Tom and Steve, who are at the game, they've just gone for a pint. Just gone out, left ground.
Nice one.
Yeah, I feel bad for Luco as well, man. I felt really bad for him. It's dumb, you know, that he didn't have to put his hand out. If he didn't put a hand out, he'd have probably just been told last warning by the ref. And then Marty could have taken him off. He gave him too much of a decision there to make. What flavour are you vaping today, Locks?
It's grape
Copium.
and aniseed.
Copium.
Is that right? I wish it was crack.
Oh, that's a Neil classic there. You miss these wise cracks.
Who wants to
But
see
now
the
we need
results of this
hopium.
poll?
Surely, where are we going to get our hopium from this Christmas?
She get a BTG flavored one.
Who wants to see the result of this poll? It's interesting.
Yeah, go on.
It's going to be
Look at this, boys.
70% out, I imagine. 60
That's not nearly as bad as you might think it would be.
No, I thought it'd be worse.
If you listen to the noisy,
of the
I was going to say, if you listen to the noisy minority in the chat, no, it's not a minority, it's 60%, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's some very loud people in the chat. But yeah, 60% out, which is, I think, that's roughly what I expected. I mean, it was 58% out after the whole loss, when we lost 2 in a row, 3 in a row, whatever it was. The Blackburn loss.
The thing is, as bizarre as it sounds, today hasn't even been that bad a performance. I know that sounds retarded for me to say that, but it's genuinely not been that bad. It's just been one of those games where everything has gone against us. But the thing is, I've been saying this for a while now, that I just feel this manager is sacking himself. And I think today is a good example of that. You see yourself, high line with Yannick Vestergaard.
Luke,
I'm going to go to bed, guys. I'm going to wave my white flag. Fucking planet Earth, don't get too upset. It's no hard feelings. It's just banter. Thank you for the bants. Thank you for the comments. Take care, guys, and good to see you, Neil.
Good.
Yeah,
see you soon, man.
See you,
See
mate.
you soon.
Good to see you too.
I'll leave the stream running for you.
Yeah, don't hang it off. Oh, sorry. I thought do you remember when you ended the stream?
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, the game is crap. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left.
Dave Platts, I know what you're saying, right? The reason why I'm saying it's not too bad, right, is if you look at like how we were playing, the score was horrific, right? But the referees basically definitely give them a free kick that shouldn't have been, stood. What I'm saying is it's poor tactical display rather than like absolutely. I know where you probably think I'm deranged for saying that, but yeah, that's what I'm saying is, that's sort of making the case. I think we've been worse in other games, even though we're losing this 3-0. As crazy as that sounds.
Blackburn was
and
worse.
Also, there's a sense of identity, and the team's all playing together. How many times this season have we seen? What are we doing? I don't know. Right, you do this, and I'll kind of vibe it along as I go. And because the players are just not bought, but at least they're bought into this game, and that's the bare minimum. But we've not had the bare minimum for quite a while.
Yeah, it's still just fucking stupid way to play. Bozo.
Yes, I can confirm if we go down to League One, we will still be we still will be streaming against Arsenal under 21s in the EFL Trophy. Yeah, we will do that.
Do you know it'd be very difficult though? It'd be hard to get any. Actually, probably the club will still do a stream, won't they?
Yeah, Fox's Hub, sorry, will still be on the go.
Because no, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if you guys remember this, but when we were in League One, I think I only saw about 4 games that season, one of which I went to, and there's like 2 on TV, so I probably went to 2. Because you just, there's no way of back then of finding out. They didn't do highlights or anything like that. If you were lucky, even, they used to have this show after match of the day, which had the highlights, but they only had the highlights of the championship games. So League One, you might see the goals for like 15 seconds. So
with no commentary as well.
Yeah.
Like you just like, oh, it's on. I forgot they couldn't afford commentary.
So basically, your Saturday would consist of seeing 3 seconds of Matty Fryatt scoring a goal, and then that's it.
For me, it was like I just used to learn about it from the Leicester Mercury. That was the only way I'd find out about the results and stuff. And when I think was it Peterborough, and I went to the game, and I was thinking, have I come to the wrong place? Because it was like, for those of you from Leicester, it was like it was going to Abbey Park. I was like, it's like, do we have to put the flags and stuff out ourselves? Because are we just like waiting on the side of the pitch? Because it didn't feel like football clubs. Some of the ones we went to were just dire.
The answer to your question, Trent End, is no, mate. No, not as a Leicester channel. Never full time. Yeah, just last 2 games papering over the cracks.
But we knew that beforehand.
I agree. No, but I mean, if you look at those games as well, so like if you Norwich, it was funny, right? The metrics looked terrible as well, but actually after they scored, it fired up the team, and in the end, we probably did deserve to win 2-1. If you look at how many chances we created, just a lot of those chances were created after going the goal down. Against Stoke, I think we've had 4 shots, 2 on target. Got away with it in that one.
But you know, there isn't been like a pattern of play where that's a Marty style goal. Trying to think of it since he's joined. Like, you know, with Enzo, you see, okay, this is what he was trying to do. This is what he was. There's certain games I can think of. Yes, that was an Enzo style ball. It was more like we're relying on individual brilliance to get us out of situation.
I think Daka's goal was the Marty goal. You know, because Skip does the pass that goes through 2 lines to hit Fatawu, and then he plays in Daka. That's what he's trying to do. Who knows? Tonight could have gone very differently, but it hasn't.
Yeah. What beef is there, KK? But I didn't know there was beef between Ian Stringer and Owen.
Oh, really?
I'm just trying to think.
Doesn't Ian Stringer have beef with everyone?
Do you know what happened about Ian? The reason why we got rid of.
Yeah. I really dislike Ian a lot. I think he's a knob, but I like
the
Owen.
Marty goals are the ones scored against us.
I mean, I'd back Owen in a scrap for sure. I know who I prefer. But no, I don't know about any beef, mate. No, I've not noticed. Locks is quite quiet. What's up, man? Don't cry. Leicester have always been a shit club with shit fans. You are a Leeds fan, my guess is. You are a Leeds fan. Obsessed with a team not even in your division. $50 Cent has produced P. Diddy's documentary. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Of course he will, because
50 Cent gleaming from ear to ear. Yeah. Of course he is.
No, but he must be pissed that he's basically got away with it, did he? You thought he was going to go down for a long time.
Yeah, well, he got 7 years, right?
Yeah, but if you look at what he's involved in, what a scumbag. What I will say, though, is that what on earth was the case they were trying to make? You know, they're trying to say it's organized prostitution ring. It's like, come on, bro, that was never the... He's just some weird ass guy that's got some disgusting kinks.
He's Jay Robinson. I like him as a player. You know, this Robinson coming on.
Oh, he's been brilliant, Leo Shizenza.
Got looks like a samurai.
Skienza. I can't remember that.
Fellows as well. He's good.
The ref will be getting a standard ovation from Southampton as well, no doubt.
Yeah, somebody said 9 versus 12 this game, or 10 versus 12, should I say?
Yeah, probably flip-flopped after this. They're above us now, I'm pretty sure.
Again, massive props to all of the fans who have travelled down to Southampton for this. Hey, Skit, nice one. A little bit of skill. Tackers. Look at that football. Samare's never getting there.
It would be classic though, like either him or Skip scores in like a meaningless game like this.
Trent End, we are rivals with Leicester, but I enjoy BTG content regardless. Yeah, cheers, mate. There's a few of you guys who aren't Leicester fans who carry on watching, so thank you to you guys. Much appreciated. It must give you a little bit of joy, though, mate, watching us losing 3-0 to Southampton in the Championship. That must, yeah, you must enjoy that a little bit, mate. Admit it. Foxes never quit. We can still win this. Oh, my God. Christ.
That Planet Earth about the clean sheet, I actually think that is a good thing. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know about you guys, but I was fearing like Southampton might want revenge for the 9-0 or 5-0 or something like that. I think if we get away with 3-0, even if they get 1, it's 4-0 or something like that. I think given how disastrous that first half was, that is a minor victory that you can take.
I reckon you've just jinxed us. I'm going to lose 6-0 now.
Wow. Then it would be a capitulation from the team. But I think they're doing the right thing. They like I said, they've turned it into a nothing game. That's exactly what you need to do in this situation. Yeah. Let me just read this to you. This is crazy. I've seen this. This is from the Telegraph. Sheffield United's American owners made a shock inquiry in the sale of Sheffield Wednesday. They were proposing an extraordinary merger between the two rival clubs. How out of touch of your own supporters can you be? Could you imagine if Top said, "Oh yeah, I'm buying Coventry and I'm turning us into
That's mad.
East Midlands FC or something like that"?
Oh my god.
Put Lewis Page on, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For wings.
Yeah, you can see him.
That is-
Go on.
that is-
I told you to take wings off. All right. Go on, Paige. Yes, Reese, I agree with you. That is the continued Americanization of football. That's why you're seeing more and more games, bigger and bigger tournaments. Like, there's a reason why these US sports, they end up having teams that have like 900 players in them. Like, if you've seen American football games, they'll like on play, take off the entire team and put on another new team just for various plays.
Yeah.
Baseball, they play like, I don't know, how much is it? 200 games a year? Mental.
We're gonna we'll be ending the stream pretty much straight after half time, full time. So I'm gonna show this video now. It's a video.
there. Probably should have
Can
ended
we,
after half
can we
time.
ask Steve what he thinks if he hasn't already made a video?
That's what I'm about to bring up, mate. Yeah.
Lovely. Go on.
Hello guys. Well, I left early. That's the earliest I've left for a very, very long time. Genuinely, the worst game of football I've seen so far this season. Atrocious. Defending was so poor. And it was obvious that Luco was going to get sent off. Rash challenge and off he went, sort of hot-headed. It doesn't matter if the goals are offside, you'll have to defend them. Simple as that. The reason I'm a bit annoyed about Marty in this sort of situation is that we can have a go at the players. We all know the players aren't good enough, but he's the one that sets out the tactics. He's the one that sets out how we play. And me and Tom left now because they're just playing the ball around the back. We're 3-0 down. The keeper's getting told off by the ref for time wasting. We're losing. Like, who's telling them to do that? Honestly, I'm done. That's my last away game for the year. And yeah, disappointing. Truly one of the worst games of football I've seen in a very long time. And you could see it coming from the very beginning. Just no intensity, no skill, no passion, just nothing. And I'm sick of travelling the breadth of the country to witness that shit. So anyway, I hope you're having a good evening, guys.
Yeah, we're having a great evening, Steve. Cheers, mate. To be fair, our evening is slightly better than yours because we haven't travelled 4 hours to Southampton.
Well, at least I think in games like this, I actually like it that we get to spend it with chat and one another, because it's, Neil, you know, the same thing during that relegation season in the Premier League. It was brutal, wasn't it? It's just horrible. I think there's shared pain syndrome or whatever.
Yeah, we end up just talking about everything else. That's what happens.
Best Indian in Leicester.
What else was everybody doing?
Best curry in Leicester, Neil?
Broadway, Abbey Lane.
Broadway's a good shout.
Yeah, man.
Paddy's is good.
Paddy's, yeah. There's that one opposite the Blackbird as well. Is it the Cube or something? The club or something? That's good.
Yeah, I saw him featured on what's it called? Is it like a something Scran channel or something?
Yeah,
it is in Leicester recently. You know what I'm talking about? I've not actually been there, so
yeah. I'll tell you what.
Let me just say, with Steve, I appreciate his rage there, but I actually think the time wasting and playing it around the back, you've got to do that. You can't.
Yeah,
it's terrible for morale. Like, especially, can you imagine a Luco, right? If the team got beat 8-0 or something, and you're the guy that gets sent off, your career's over before it started. It might be brass, but what they've done is the correct way to do it. But I do agree with him that actually before he got sent off, I think even you said it, Locks, on the stream, was like, you know, he's after 5 minutes in, he was rushing into challenges with no real need, and a good manager would spot that and take him off. You know.
Yeah, Owl and Pussycat. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is good. That's an OG one, isn't it? Amrafati, not heard of that one. I have to check that.
We are 13th in the league, but Wrexham, if they win, they will. If Wrexham and QPR win, we will be 16th this time after they play.
I think the bigger worry, Lux, is where are we going to be after this Christmas period is over, because the games just come thick and fast.
And the deduction thrown in as well.
That's my point. So it's going to look pretty grim.
But that's what I'm saying. I think the points deduction then might force the club into a managerial change, because if that hits and we're in the relegation zone, they'll do it
after a points deduction.
They'll go back to basics.
The way you sell it, Neil, is you say, look, I'm bringing you in for next season. So what I want you to do, like, you say that, right? But Brendan Rodgers came in after Puel got sacked, right? The prospects of Leicester getting into Europe that season were minimal. And he still came in, and that was a very good move because he actually got to work with the players, see what he needed. And the following season, we absolutely exploded and we should have got Champions League, right? We're unlucky not to do it. So it depends how you sell it. But if I say to you, hey, Neil, I'm offering you the job as Leicester City manager. It's a bit of a shit right now, but what I want you to do is take a look at the youth. You're going to work with Martin Glover. You're going to work with our new technical director to identify the top 5 targets. We're going to have a war chest of 30 million in the summer. He started nodding there. He's like, he's tempted.
No,
he's going to speak to his agent to discuss financial terms.
It's me thinking Brendan Rodgers was done, and he was going to be done if Vichai didn't happen, if Vichai didn't pass away. So that was going to happen a lot sooner, but that had to be delayed because of the situation around that. So that would have happened anyway.
Yeah,
it was
just definitely happening at the end of the season. It was. That's 100% sure.
And you can't be like, yeah, my dad's passed. Also, let's get rid of the manager and really set this shit alight.
I am going to say that car video locks has aged like absolute milk. But
I don't think in a way, no, because I still think there's agendas, but yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah,
what was the context?
I was just talking about agendas. I think there's agendas. Just people who are. I just don't like. Yeah, I think it's more people who are incapable of giving credit where it's due. Like Anil tonight has given credit to where it's due with what Marty's done at half time, just to shut up. In a bad situation. Yes, Marty caused it, right? But he's then
he's at least recognised it and fixed it. Yeah.
But this
whereas
is not...
there are some people who will not say anything. They will not mention anything good at all. And it's the same. I mean, I'll call him out. He's in the chat. He won't mind me calling him out. Ragsy. I mean, Ragsy's just incapable of. When we got this news about Top and the interview from Top and that we're bringing a technical director, and Ragsy's like, things are going to get worse. I'm like, shut up, man.
But that's just some people's mentality, and that's just not. Yeah. That's just when you go down to the ground. The amount of time, I remember there was a guy that when I used to go more regularly, sits down the ground, and he was, if Mahrez would have a brilliant game, one took Yusuf take him off, and then if they got his way and Mahrez taken off, or Brighton came on, go, who subbed him on? Some people are just designed to moan, and it's just you can't pay too much attention to it. I found. Where it was when I used to do more DJing in clubs, and it was people would complain, this is crap, and then you change it something they want, they go, oh, they changed something else, and they go, no, the other stuff was better. You can't win people. You just got to kind of go, yeah, whatever, and just do what you could do at the end of the day.
Can I just say, by the way, Harpreet, I did see your comment, and it did get a laugh out of all of us, including Ragsy. Nagsy was it was very funny when you left that comment. So thanks for that, because we did laugh. But yeah. Yeah, skip at left back. Yeah, I've just seen Kate's comment there. That's true, isn't it?
He has played a few games there. You're the one that identified that, Locks. I remember you were saying, what about Skip as the inverted player? Oh, we just gave him the kiss of death there.
Oh, you Daka in disguise.
Yeah, that was last season, wasn't it? I said last season, invert Skip from left back. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, that's the first mistake he's made though today. He has actually had quite a good game, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cutting down the last minute here, boys. I'm looking forward to
the fact that we've got through this is actually a very small win. The fact that we've got 45 minutes with
a clean sheet.
A clean sheet. And honestly, how many shots on target they had?
Yeah, they gave up after 10 minutes as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But that's still good because, as I said, I am a bit surprised by that because I thought that their manager might wanted to go for the statement. But to be honest with you, he's being smart as well, which is that this is now 4 wins in a row for them.
Yeah.
Will Leicester get 5 wins in a row all season? Don't think so, mate. But they could well be.
Play a game here. Anil and Neil, what do you think our XG is since the since Southampton, since the red card?
Oh, 0 must be, right?
0.02.
0.
Yeah. But that's that. I mean, that can happen to any team. That's the most likely thing going to happen.
I think it might even be 0 from their second goal, actually.
Yeah.
Not even the red card, the second goal.
Yeah.
8 minutes added. Why?
Really?
Oh,
no,
3. No,
for
3.
me.
No, it's 3.
Three.
What's
Somebody in the chat said 3.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said 8. Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't just blown right away. What's the point? It's like, look at it now. It's just pointless game.
Yeah. Do you want to do max
Someone
ratings
asked
in
earlier,
3
though,
minutes?
What we think about Southampton. I mean, I think they're. I don't know if they might make playoffs based on this, but I think they found themselves. It's funny, they appointed Will Still, but they had the right man all along in there. It's the under 21. I did hear though that they appointed the under 21 manager last year, and they did know that he was good at developing the youth. That's interesting.
2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes.
Yeah. God, could you imagine if we were doing the match ratings? Okay, no.
There was no way I was going to send the link out.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be like.
This is like the most demoralizing game I think since. Do you remember the Everton game where was it 4-0 and we were like,
Yeah. That for me was still worse. For me, that one was still worse. That was game over after 3 minutes. That's not often you can say that.
Oh, talking
what went wrong today, lads?
Did you see the commentary from? Did you see the commentary from Leicester City on that? That was hilarious though from the official, because they were just like, can't remember. It was Jerry Taggart was sitting with his hand in his hands, and Dan's trying to find the smallest thing that's positive about it. Like, well, the kit looks nice, doesn't it? Like, I think that literally was it.
Nash, we're not doing match ratings.
That's where that show is so bad, because they can't. They're not even allowed to give it some of the former players going, that's unacceptable. Yeah, where did it go wrong? Basically, the tactical setup that Marty chose for this game was retarded. I'm sorry, it was. I literally showed you guys before the game started how Charlton went high man-to-man marking and they got beat 5-1. Literally, that was the last game that Southampton played. And he decided to play high line with Yannick Vestergaard, a rookie at left back, pushed right up high. And every time they got a transition on us, they were through on goal. Referee definitely played a part, but the tactical setup was stupid. We should have done. What did Enzo do to Southampton? The 2 games he played against them, he did what Southampton did to us tonight. So dumb. Sorry, but despite that, I would say that 3-0 is a harsh result in my opinion. But doesn't matter. You make a stupid mistake like that.
There we go.
Out of our misery.
It is full time, everybody. It is full time. Southampton 3, Leicester 0. What a disaster, yeah. I know people don't want to hear it, but we started the game pretty well. I know people don't want to hear it, and I understand why people don't want to hear it. We started the game pretty well, and it fell apart very quickly after that. We did the Marty outvote Azza, and it was this, mate. This was the vote. It only finished 15 minutes ago, so there should be no change. Marty out 60%, Marty in 40%. So that was the YouTube poll. Again, there's over 1,200 of you watching on X, so you've missed out on the poll. So next time, get over to YouTube and you can get in on the poll. Yeah, I don't think we need to. As we've said multiple times, there is no match ratings tonight. Everyone, it's late, it's cold, and we've been spanked. We can assume the match ratings are pretty stinky. So, who would get the worst match rating? Would it be Marty, do you think, lads?
Yeah.
Or the ref?
Because even though Wout Faes was probably the worst player, the first goal is offside, so not really his fault. Second goal, I think he could do much better. No, sorry, the third goal that Harwood Bellis does on the header, that was stupid because you've been done for the header once on the first goal. But by that point, it was already game over, right? It was already 10 men at that point. So, ref probably should have killed the game, really.
There's a lot of Marty outs, as to be expected. I don't want to keep watching this team under this fraud of a manager week in, week out. Abdul was the worst player first half. I'd probably agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah. That's probably fair.
He was poor. Okay. Let me end the full time. There we go. Thank you to Neil. Thank you to Anil. Thank you to Luke. Thank you to Kate, and thank you to Imran for his 10-second rant and mic drop.
And
more importantly,
thank you to chat. Anyone putting up with that, I think, is the real MVP for me.
multiple people in the chat were saying that they turned the game off and they just tuned in to us. So thank you for that. There's 1,600 people watching. So I'm going to use this opportunity. Sorry, not sorry. This is there's some mega deal coming out on this to Black Friday on Friday. So you'll be able to get 25% off. So use the link in the description. On Friday you'll get you'll get something off. I can't remember the percentage. You'll get the percentage off, and then you'll get the 12% off on top by using the BTG12 code. Yeah, again, thanks to everybody in the chat. It's really helped us just getting involved. Emergency stream coming soon, potentially. So, of course, the minute he is sacked, if he's sacked, when he's sacked, we'll be live for that. So yeah. Okay, cheers, Anil. Cheers, Neil. Once again, we'll see you tomorrow for Fox. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's going to be fun. Tomorrow, Fox's Den. Here we go. Sorry, just really quickly. We've had a comment from the people themselves. Here we go. Let me just bring that one up and get rid of that. 13% off Black Friday and then 12% off our code. So from Friday, you can do that. Use the code in the description. 25% off. It's a lot of money. Oof. Right. Cheers all. See you soon. See you tomorrow, 7 p.m. for Fox's Den. Bye-bye. No more 200 grand. But our new sponsors, The Beautiful Frame, have smashed it with this Jamie Vardy piece. It's unreal. They're a local Leicester business as well, which makes it even better. And not just City, they do prints for other clubs as well. So it's perfect if you are stuck for a birthday or Christmas present for one of your friends or family. Now, the best bit, they have sorted BTG viewers out with a discount. Just use BTG12 at checkout for money off. BTG12. Grab yours now at thebeautifulframe.com. The link is down below.